Is it freelance7 with the number or freelance7 with the word for twitch.tv/freelance7?
Yes.
That didn't answer my question.
We missed you, freelance. Oops, I just searched freelance lands.
Ask me.
I'm gonna say it's a 7.
You're right. But you're actually right.
Am I though?
Alright.
Feels
Fuck Batman.
What is this?
Yeah, the title of our episode today is Fuck Batman.
Fuck Batman? In what way?
Okay, wait, do you not know?
This bad boy, yeah, I like this meme.
I
This
don't
bad
know.
boy can fit so
Okay,
much
well, we'll get to that.
game.
Yeah, Specs, that's look at our banner today.
It's a good banner.
Check
I
it out.
love it.
This is the banner I showed Specs, like, before this, but he likes it, so.
It's very good.
This is really dumb.
Slaps top of the most powerful console in the universe. This bad boy can fit so much fucking not games in it.
So it's fucking not games. The best banner.
That boy can fit so much fucking not games.
I just heard myself.
You did.
I also heard yourself.
I wanted freelance in stereo.
It's the only way you can have me, though.
Only way.
If you tried mono, there'd be nothing.
Exactly. I was also laughing at someone made a stupid video on Reddit for the loss of one of our favorite heroes of Azeroth, and he's standing in Stormwind, goes to talk to a guard, checks he wants to find out where a profession trainer is, and goes to look at the first aid one, and then it starts playing, how could this happen to me? And his character starts crying profusely in all kinds of different transitions. Because first aid was removed as a profession in the most recent patch. And bandages and everything were moved to alchemists and tailors.
Wow,
because
that's super
the
weird.
largely unused first aid skill has gone unused for like 4 expansions. It keeps getting new content, but no one actually uses it.
Hmm.
So it was adjusted how those worked, and then they were moved to another profession skill, simply because we just don't really need to have it separated.
So we have a startup conversation, one that Specs sent me like weeks ago.
Which one? Because I don't remember.
So with the release of Hammond, people are asking if shipping a gorilla and a hamster counts as underage porn or not.
What?
That's something you sent me. I have the
I don't-
tweet.
I
That
don't
is
even
something-
remember sending you this, but then
remember
I
it.
will just go back to, what the fuck do you mean is shipping a... How does a shipping a gorilla and a hamster even become underage porn?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and check the ages of the characters. I'm gonna do some math. Quick maths.
I'm super fucking confused. I don't even know the actual, like, chronological timeline of Overwatch to know how many years have actually passed since all these characters have existed.
Well, I need, let's see, okay, so...
I know nothing about that enough to remotely understand where something like that could have come from, or how early in the morning did I send you that tweet from probably some random person that I don't even remember actually reading.
Probably pretty early.
It was before you went to TrotCon.
Yeah, it was before that.
So a lot of dumb shit happened between the time of getting up to going to TrotCon and then coming home from TrotCon.
I'm guessing a lot of it happened at TrotCon?
You would
Trackman.
think.
TratCan?
TratCan. You would think, but that would be incorrect, sir.
TrotCon was awesome.
Let's see. I'm gonna calculate the ages of these characters.
I
Just
was
give me a
able to
moment.
recover all of the Who's Pony footage actually.
Yay.
My camera's weird. Sometimes, like, it sometimes films scenes and it films them all completely fine. But then for some reason, when I pull the file into Premiere Pro, the audio is playing at the right speed and everything, but then the video is at half speed, so it's twice as long as it should be. It's really weird. So then I have to just speed up the video so it matches the audio.
Huh.
So, Hammond is so if we're going by the he's the ages given kind of confused me because is it ages in like years in hamster years? Because that wouldn't make sense. Because if he's 14, he'd be much more than like
He'd be
300 years old in human.
He'd be a very, very dead hamster.
He'd be the most extremely dead hamster. So
then
if we're
wait,
going by
well-
human age, he is 1 month old.
But at the same regard, there's a lot of genetic modification going on. Because isn't Winston like 30 something?
He's 29. Excuse me.
Yeah, but he, I mean, gorillas
Gorillas are different.
do live that long.
Yeah. You know Coco?
Yeah,
Well,
Coco was like 63,
I-
53, 53 when she died?
The only gorilla I actually know anything about is Harambe.
Harambe, his life ended too early.
Rest in
Rest in
peace.
peace.
Harambe.
Rest in pieces.
No.
Our true savior.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, it would be underage porn. So don't do it, kids.
So don't do it.
You fur faggot fuckos.
But Waylord can have sex with Skitties, so
Dude.
Sure, why
that's
not?
that is
How,
my argument.
how else is my Whalmer going to know double slap?
So, Specs, you still have that. You still have that picture of the script that we plan to read.
Fuck. Where is it? Where's your DMs?
Basically,
My DMs at Totally Accurate Battlegrounds and totally threw me off.
yeah.
Oh, here it is. I found it.
Yeah, me and I found this picture of it must have been some sort of abstinence campaign script.
From like the early '90s. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, and we decided, me and I was like showing the Specs like, dude, we have to do this, and we both decided not to tell you, Drew.
Yeah, so you
I
get
see.
full access to this. It's pretty great.
So
I have no idea.
this page is called "Example of Refusal Skills for Sexual Activities."
Okay, who do you want to be for that?
I'm Eric. You're Samantha.
I get to be
I'm
Samantha.
Eric.
No, just do like your regular voice.
I get to be Samantha.
Or get to be Samantha. Anyway, that movie was really good, Samantha, but I think we should do something else now.
What do you want to do then?
I was hoping we could engage in that sexual activity.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Eric, but I don't think I want to do that.
Please, please, Samantha, I would really like to perform sexual activity with you.
I'm truly apologetic, but I would like you to know that I am currently practicing abstinence because it is the only truly safe form of sex and STD prevention with a 100% success rate and at a cost of $0 US.
I understand. I understand, Samantha. I agree that abstinence is the only way to truly prevent teenage pregnancy and STDs at a young age. I apologize for my selfish and foolish ways. Good night. I must be leaving now.
What?
Thank you for respecting and understanding my viewpoints, Eric. Good night. I'd enjoy if we went on another date soon.
Thank you. I would also enjoy that.
A full story in a one-part play.
Oh, that's
Wow.
great. I just love.
A true Oscar-winning
What the
performance, I
crap?
must say.
I'm truly apologetic.
I'm truly apologetic.
So nothing just makes me laugh more than, please, Samantha, I would really like to perform sexual activity with you.
Honestly, like, the fact that there's a lot of people I follow that seem to be involved in all this weird fucking... all kinds of weird social issues that really I don't believe have ever been nearly as blown out of proportion as a lot of them have become on Twitter. I want to see like random posts from people I don't follow that my people I follow don't follow, just to see what the rest of the world is talking about, because a lot of times everything gets flooded. Like, there's no way the whole world is discussing this stuff, because things would actually be getting done for them if it was that big of a problem. It has
Right.
to be like a small group of people that are just super obsessed with this.
I mean, hey, remember when people cared about the kids caged in Mexico?
What kids caged in Mexico?
Well, in Texas, actually, the ICE whole debacle thing. Remember?
I don't even
Remember
know.
when people
I
were
never heard
outraged
it.
about that? Well, now they aren't anymore because they moved on to the next thing.
What's the next thing?
I think it might be James Gunn. No, I think they went past James Gunn. I think James Gunn is
I think James Gunn's already a dead meme. His meme.
Demi
lasted, like,
Lovato,
4
I
hours.
believe.
Oh, I remember seeing something about. I guess people are like calling for PewDiePie's channel to be taken down for talking shit.
He just
about it.
retweeted a meme. It was a very poor, distasteful meme,
Wait, so
but
wait.
but he didn't know the current situation.
Wait. PewDiePie retweeted a questionably tasteful meme.
Yes.
Whoa. That's so weird and edgy for him. He's never done that before.
He's never done that before.
Ever.
But he did delete the tweet and apologize for it. So
Probably because people fucking caused a shitstorm over it for no reason.
anyway, so I guess how was TrotCon, guys?
It was amazing.
How's it going, dude?
How's it going, dude?
It's stupid. We were watching Game Grumps in the fucking room, and it was pretty much like the highlight of the weekend.
It certainly
Dude,
was
dude.
pretty funny.
Dude. How's it going, dude?
Hey,
How's it going, dude?
I think I know exactly what episode you guys watched.
I'm still
All
really
of them,
upset.
actually.
They didn't finish it though. We never got
watched-
to.
You
finish
guys watched Kirby Epic Yarn.
We watched all 20 episodes of that series.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Currently,
but
I'm
they
actually watching them
never
play Resident Evil 7.
Like, I'm honestly convinced we have to play through it as a show now because they never finished banging Big Boss Amy.
Hi,
I
Quinn.
know.
I
They
feel
didn't get the
so
boss.
deceived.
Hello, Quinn. Welcome. Yes, this is a great tittle, if you ask me.
Haha, ha ha ha.
Ha 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 ha. Don't leave.
Don't
leave.
don't
Stay with us.
Please.
don't leave.
Charlie Short.
Yeah, so apparently you guys, referenced me a few times.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
dude. We definitely all of Saturday night was we'll figure it out, improv edition, and we just stuck it in wherever it fit all night because it's like freelance can't be here. And we
Oh,
can't
that's right. We said it like 5 times.
Great.
Yeah, we kept bringing it up during like the dramatic reading panel, 18 plus. We'd bring it up.
What, we'll figure it out?
Yeah, we kept bringing it
Yeah.
up. We'll figure it out, or we figured it out.
I'm glad you guys
What is that
I'm
guy
glad you guys
figured
are
out?
doing that. Keeping my legacy going even when I'm dead.
Yeah, we poured one out for the fallen.
One out for the fallen.
I don't know if you guys saw that. I don't know if you guys saw that tweet that was like, "Sir, your son's been born. Should we give him his shots?" And Dad's like, "Yeah, dude, pour up. It's his birthday."
It's his birthday. That's really funny.
So anything of
I
note
would
you guys
bet
want to talk
that-
about that happened at TrotCon?
Ellie Ray's a badass.
Oh yeah,
I
Ellie
still
Ray.
don't know who she is, but she's amazing. I'd like to meet her again someday.
Yeah, Ellie Ray is fantastic.
I think she's a voice
uh,
actor.
She's one of the voice actors. Yeah, she voices Mistmane, one of the pillars of Equestria.
I don't know who that is.
Right.
I think that was
Right.
like the highlight of the whole con for me was I'm just walking around like, I don't know what that is. I ain't even know. Fuck it, I'm a TrotCon. And everyone thought it was funny. Like everyone thought it was a front. Like, no, I have legitimately not watched the show. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Like, freelance. We were doing the dramatic reading panel at 18 plus, and I was
Oh,
reading
yeah,
all
it
of
was-
Big Mac's lines as
that was an
Yajirobe,
episode
and
we
it got to the
didn't know.
point like. I had no context for this episode, and the transcripts are written with no context to anything going on in the actual show.
Yeah,
So like we're getting the lines, and I'm sitting there reading like we're in an 18 plus panel, and it's so out of context and so weird because I don't know what's going on or what this episode was even about that I was even going. I don't feel comfortable reading this.
Yeah.
It was pretty hilarious when it came to.
I want to come eventually, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, you'll get to
And
just
we'll-
keep.
Unlike you guys, it's not a drive away from me.
Well, freelance,
Right.
if you
So
just
much
keep edging a
longer.
little bit, you'll get there.
Yeah, I'll just keep edging. Don't leave.
One of
Okay.
my coworkers, I told my coworker about the podcast today, and he said he would be in.
Is his name Quinn?
Is his name
It's
Quinn?
Quinn? It's Antron.
Oh. No context. What would it be if there was? Thank you, Quinn.
Who was the guy with the really cool name that we met, Drew? I know Mark was there.
Oh yeah, Mark and Bell was there.
That guy named Mark.
Oh yeah, his name was Thorin. His name was Thorin, like Oak and Shield Thorin, but I can't remember.
It was very, very like
it was
Nordic last name.
Thorin
Sweet.
Alexander Brumhild, something
That's
like
fucking
that.
awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty epic.
He had one of the coolest names I think we've ever encountered ever with all the people we've met at conventions over the years.
So I think I might have annoyed Bets today on
Oh,
Twitter.
It is possible that does happen from time to time.
She made this tweet about this. I guess it was called like a lactation room where like mothers can go in and feed their children.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was thinking of something totally
Yeah,
different.
don't even.
Yeah, don't even.
And it's like, it's kind of a shitty thing to make, because you shouldn't shame women who want to keep their children alive. But she was like, they really missed an opportunity of calling this the boob cube. And I was like, and then I came in going like, but Bets, it's not a cube.
It's not a cube.
And
It's
she
not a cube.
and she was like, please don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Please don't be that guy. Just
Well, the reason being is she already has to deal with Drew and Aaron.
that is true. She does have to do those things.
She's already got 2 of those guys. She really doesn't need a third.
Yeah. So, anyway, what have you guys been playing?
World of Warcraft.
Well, I'm playing one of the games that I've been playing right now.
Oh, you have.
Yeah.
I've been playing this game. I've been playing.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm currently playing this game I've been playing. It's called Slay the Spire.
Oh, I heard of that.
Okay, I've
It
heard
is
of
a
that.
pre-release game. It mixes together card games and roguelikes, which is weird. But
Interesting.
so
But
you
I'm
get-
sure they do it amazingly well.
So
You think?
far, I mean, I'm surprised it's in development because it's actually really great.
Hmm.
There are 3 different classes, and each of them has a starting deck, and then you get to add a card to your deck after every combat, and you can choose from 3 cards, and then you can build several different ways based on the cards that you end up getting.
Is that it?
Is that it?
Yes, and then you use the decks to fight monsters as you ascend the tower, and each tower has a boss, and that boss is difficult.
I showed you my deck. Your turn.
I showed you my deck. Your turn.
So it's really good.
All right.
I highly recommend it.
Okay. Anything else?
And I also have been playing Jurassic World Evolution.
Oh, the Operation Genesis kind of game. How is it?
Yes, I love it, but it is not necessarily super great. I love.
You just
it
love the
because
fact that Jeff Goldblum's in it.
Well,
I mean,
I do
is that
love
enough of a
that.
reason to love
That's
something?
true. They actually got Jeff Goldblum because what else is he doing? But
I mean, Apartments.com.
right, which keeps him very busy, I'm sure.
I mean, I use apartments.com because Jeff Goldblum recommended it, so.
Yes, this is just
Apartments.com.
a podcast, Quinn.
Well, here I have a game.
But the Jurassic World Evolution is essentially Dinosaur Park Tycoon, which is a game that I played when I was a
Park
kid
Tycoon.
on my old Macintosh Performa, like this really old computer.
Huh, I had Windows 95. It was a
And-
beige floppy disk thing.
It was so fun. It was one of my favorite games. And you know, of course, like Roller Coaster Tycoon and all the other Tycoon games are really fun and popular. And, it's just like those.
Well, I
But
mean,
with
the same people who
dinosaurs-
made that made Planet Coaster and Elite Dangerous.
So it makes sense.
Whether if either of you guys are actually into like space, like flying, like spaceship flying customization games, I would definitely recommend Elite Dangerous. It's really good.
Which one?
Elite Dangerous. That's meant. It's
Elite
just like it's like a space sim. You're just dropped into space in like the first starter ship, and you're basically just told nothing. And the basic objective is do whatever you want. Be a trader. Be a merchant. You can be an explorer. You can be a pirate. You can be a bounty hunter.
Oh.
This is made by the same people who made Jurassic World Evolution.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. I follow them a lot, and yeah, they're all cool people.
I really like it. I love the game. It starts off super easy, but I think that's just starting off because it's getting more difficult.
All
I'm
right.
starting to have trouble with dinosaurs eating my guests.
Maybe you should fix that.
Well, I'm not actually having trouble with that. I'm actually doing that really well.
I feel like
But-
if you remove that feature, though, the park is no longer immersive.
I'm having trouble with keeping the dinosaurs in their pens, I suppose is what I should be saying.
Is there a way to reinforce the fences?
Yes,
Then do that.
there is. I will do that.
Wait, you mean you'd go to a dinosaur theme park and
And
expect to not?
It says like
Yeah, I
shitty
know,
chain.
it's-
That's like shitty chain link fences. Like, how is this gonna keep the dinosaur away from me? Don't worry,
mean, if
we
you
set
go
up
to a
this wooden
dinosaur
fence
park-
here. You'll be fine.
It's like, how can you go
It all starts
to
off as a picket
dinosaur
fence.
park and expect not to get bored? Like,
Oof. Come here
Come
for your
on now.
wildest kinks and fetishes. Yeah, no. It's not. The first level of fences for the dinosaurs is just a white picket fence.
it's just you stand that up. It's like, yeah, they'll stay in. We promise.
Or it's just a line in the sand, like, don't cross this
Don't-
line.
And then the dinosaurs
Don't
just standing there
you
silent.
do
Like,
it.
someone's gonna cross that line. How come we don't just walk over and get them? Because that's what's called an aggro line. If they walk across that line, they aggro us, and then they're fair game. But if they stay on the other side of that line,
We get
can't
in
attack.
trouble.
right. We get in trouble.
That'll give them initiative, so we have to wait until they cross line, then we get initiative and we win. Oh, how long does it take? I don't know. We gotta wait till one stupid enough walks across that line.
And believe me, they will. They.
Have you wait? Is there
They
actually
are that
like
stupid.
like times in that game where guests just climb the fences?
To my knowledge, no, but that would be amazing.
That would be pretty cool. Like every once in a while, some dumbass just jumps into the fucking
right.
Velociraptor pit and surprisingly gets his ass fucking chomped to bits.
Right, and then you have to pay lawsuit money.
I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is Jurassic Park.
This is Juracass.
And then it's like it's them doing the Jackass intro, but with the Jurassic Park theme song playing.
Yeah.
Jackass. YouTube before YouTube.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's true.
So, any other games,
Those
guys?
games are
Before
amazing.
Hmm?
Slay the Spire's good.
Yeah.
It's pre-game, but
before I move on to my like large list of games that I've played over the week, because first of all, I got my paycheck,
Nice.
so
Good.
I have more games now.
Well, I have a quick game we can play that has to do with the new patch for World of Warcraft. It's quite fun.
What?
It is how to pick your class in Battle for Azeroth.
Ah,
So we start with our first question. They're all yes or no answers. So we'll start with the first one. Are you an asshole?
I wonder what that like.
Well, we'll start with freelance. So
Yes.
yes or no on yes, then your class is rogue.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no.
Okay, so then the next question, Drew, is: are your pants currently on your head?
Hmm.
Is this a trick question?
I'm not wearing pants, so no.
So no. Had you chosen yes, your class would have been Hunter. Let's move on to the next
Why
question.
the fuck?
Is your hard-on for Thrall as big as Metzin's?
Yes, absolutely.
Your class is Shaman.
Okay.
So let's continue forward just so we can get all of these through. Had you chosen no, the following question would then be: are you going through an end phase or an emo phase?
What would that be? Assassin?
If you choose yes, your class is Death Knight.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, yeah, nice.
If you choose no, we move on to the next question, which is then: are you a girl? Yes or no?
Well, girls don't play WoW.
Girls
well-
don't play games.
Had you chosen yes, the following question is: really? And then had you chosen
Alright, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
had you chosen yes, the following subsequent question is:
Hmm.
do you have an unhealthy thing for cats? Which then yes or no, yes being your class is druid. If it's no, do you like shiny gold sparkles? Yes or no. If you choose yes, it is priest. Otherwise, it moves on to the main streamline. So we'll go back to girl and go to no.
Could you guys just like check the stream format, just make sure that you guys are being heard as well?
Hang on. We'll do this this way.
Minimize.
See if I can be heard as well.
play.
Yeah, I can hear me.
Can you, Drew?
I heard Drew talking when I opened it up.
All right, cool. Let's okay, continue. Sorry, just want to make sure.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to when we asked the question about being a girl. So then, when you choose no, the following question is then: are you overcompensating for
Wait,
something?
no, I don't know if I can hear myself.
No.
Hmm.
I was a little faint, so if you want to crank me up a little bit, you can. So then, when you choose no, the following
I
question
can
is then,
hear
are you
me, but it
overcompensating for
is.
something? My friend Chris is watching on Twitch, and he says I hear 3 people.
You have 3
Oh,
people?
that's
Okay, good.
I have to wonder though, does he see dead people?
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Quinn.
I think Quinn's gone.
Aw.
Aw.
They're like, is this just a podcast? And I was like, yes. And I think they left because of that.
Oh, okay.
Damn it, freelance.
No, there's something going to happen.
Well, okay. So our current question is: are you overcompensating for something?
Oh, of course.
If that's the case, then your class is warrior. If no, the following question then becomes: are you a 15-year-old boy with a hero complex?
These are good questions.
I suppose yes makes paladin.
Yes is paladin. So then no, then takes you to the question: do you enjoy lighting things on fire when you're drunk?
Doesn't everyone?
Yes is mage. No then takes us to: did you really like that one kung fu lesson you took in 3rd grade?
I feel like I'm being called out.
Yes will lead to monk. No will then take you to: is summoning a girlfriend the only way you'd get one? If yes, your class is warlock. If no, the final question then becomes: are you pretty much subbing just for double jump? Which if yes, your class is demon hunter. If you answered no to all of these questions, why the hell are you playing this game then? There's clearly no satisfying you. But my high elves.
Hold on. Yeah, so as you guys know, I recently.
Stupid long list. What you got? Hit
Well,
me with
first,
your-
it's one that we did. We did Portal 2.
Portal 2 was pretty cool.
Dude,
I'm kind of
Portal 2.
sad that I
Love
fucked
Portal
up
2.
all of the recording on that though.
You what?
I fucked it up. The stream exists though.
Yeah, the stream exists. So if you guys want to watch that, there's a stream on my channel.
Yeah, it's on Freelance's channel. I fucked up and broke the recording, and it recorded 0 audio.
Great.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention when I set it up and just kind of hit start recording and then didn't check any settings. So it recorded the entire thing with just vocals. There was no audio at all.
Oh.
And then like the video cut out halfway through and it was a mess. I was really upset.
Yeah, so we had fun.
It was definitely fun.
We yelled at each other.
A lot.
Yeah.
We fucked up a lot.
Well, more like we just killed each other a lot on purpose.
We intentionally killed each other quite a bit. Wasn't even a lot. That was like the majority of what made it take like 4 hours to get through all that.
Yeah, and there's
It'd be
still
like, oh, we're just working on it, and then like suddenly all of a sudden the thing moves and you just fall in and you go, really? Just really?
Yeah, yeah, it was good. It's been a while. It's been a long while since I actually played Portal 2 co-op, so it was nice to come back to it. We might go back to it because there are still some like bonus levels we haven't done. But he had to go. He had to go do some stupid live stream afterwards, so I guess he had to.
We kind of had a. Wasn't it this live stream we had to do actually?
No, you had to do. No, you had to do Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh yeah, it was Monday night. Yeah, it was. I had my stream on Monday. That was.
You were not good at it.
Hey, I finished that level after throwing a controller twice.
At least you got that.
I really need to get that under control. The game needs to stop pissing me off so much. 'Cause I'm gonna break the Switch controllers and be really upset when I do that.
Yeah. I do plan on eventually getting a Switch, but right now with the paycheck I have, I'm gonna wait until a sale happens so that I can at least save something.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Portal 2 was good. I also played For Honor on my PS4.
For Honor?
Yeah, For Honor, which
I got that for free.
yeah, you did get it for free on your
get it
PC.
for free.
It was like the starter edition because so you don't have some of the starting roster. You only have like the first 3.
It was still a free game.
Yeah, it's still a free game.
Forget.
And
I got my free game.
they improved a lot of things. Apparently, like they're still working on it like very much since it came out in like beginning of 2017. That was when I first got it. I just stopped playing it until recently, and then I got back into it. Yeah, it's still fun. I would definitely want to try playing with you guys sometime. Let's see. I beat Resident Evil Remake. Kind of a flaccid ending, but otherwise the whole game was very much fun. And
oh, you're the one that liked this tweet. That's why I was like, Freelance would like this. Oh, he did.
what tweet was it?
Rocky Trails take Grug home to the cave. Grug
Oh
home.
yeah.
West Japan.
Why? Well, actually, I like that because I'm like, you know what? You know who would like this is Drew.
I think I like it more than Drew.
No, I like it more.
I like how it ends with Ungo like mouth noise.
Let's see. Then I beat Remake and I beat Hat in Time because I wanted to make room for the next few streams I was going to do. Hat in Time's good. I'm not really a huge Collectathon fan, but it was still a good game. It still did some like cool things, and it definitely tried to have a variety of things to do. Then Steins Gate, which is the visual novel I'm playing. So chapter 5 and chapter 6, like from chapter 1 to chapter 4, everything was like, okay, they're just like, it's obviously they're setting something up. They're setting up questions, they're setting up mysteries. And then at the end of chapter 5, shit goes down, and it's like, now it's getting good. But yeah, I would definitely recommend Steins Gate for anyone who actually likes a kind of a slow build-up. And then I got my paycheck, and I bought 2 games, and then a third game. But the first 2 games I bought Nioh Complete Edition, which is it's like Dark Souls but in Japan.
Oh.
So yeah, shoot me. I just said it. It's like Dark Souls but
Dark Souls but Japanese.
more Japanese. Sekiro doesn't count because that's not Dark Souls like that. That's going to be a straight up action game. And then I got.
Why do people call it Dark Souls like?
Because Dark Souls has a certain feeling to it that you can only like just call like, oh, the first time I ever had that kind of feeling was Dark Souls.
You mean I can play this for 4 hours and never get past the first like 8 minutes of the game and just stop
Just
playing
have to like it's okay. So Dark Souls isn't that hard. You just have to get used. You just have to know how to play it.
You say that. How do I play a game that doesn't teach me how to play the game?
It's easy how to play the game. There are signs all around in the beginning part that says like, "Hey, this is how. These are the buttons you press. This is what you do."
You see, you clearly haven't watched too many of my videos because I do not see the obvious shit apparently.
Well, maybe you should give
That's
Dark Souls
true.
another try. Because Dark
I mean, if you
Souls
wa-
is
if-
great.
If you
I
watch
love
any
Dark
of
Souls.
If you watch any of my Zelda Breath of the Wild streams,
I don't, because I want to play Zelda Breath of the Wild.
oh my god, yeah, my go-to thing, and you can ask any of my viewers, it is literally, oh hey, this is the puzzle. Okay, we have to do this in trajectory, trigonometry sequence. Okay, this, fire that way by manipulating time on this object plus force. There's a switch behind you, Specs. Then why did you guys let me sit here and develop a space program for 2.5 hours?
Yeah, it's
Space
funny because
program.
I kind of had that
There was-
same. I
There
kind of
was
had that.
one. There was a puzzle. There was a chest, and there was a wind tunnel system, and you can float yourself over using a Deku leaf. I took a box, used time magic, went through 6 different weapons to throw force on it, and flung
And all you
myself.
need to do is
through
just pull the
box.
lever.
Yeah. All I had to do was turn the wind and just jump into the wind, and it would have floated me right there.
I kind of
Instead,
had that.
I created the Hylian space program, which coincidentally has cheesed my way through most of the game with.
Kind of reminds me of like my time in God of War. There's one part where it's like, I'm running around this small area, and it's like the boat's stuck. How do I get it moving again? It's like I was like going around. It's like, oh my god, what the fuck do I do? And then I just look back to where the ship's stuck, and I just see this wheel, and I'm like, shut up, everyone. Don't
So
say a
I
thing.
have been scrolling through memes, and I found a good old meme.
What?
Good old me.
It's a picture of Putin on top of a box of Ritz crackers. It's Putin on the Ritz.
Putin on the Ritz.
Fucking
Yeah,
whatever. And,
that's good.
of the two games I first bought with my paycheck, the one that really got to me was Prey.
Oh, pray.
So let's talk about fucking Prey for a
Prey.
moment.
Pray!
Bethesda had one hell of a year last year.
I agree.
2 games that were amazing and one that was okay.
And one that was just okay.
You want to take a guess what that one is? There like 3 games of theirs came out last year.
Well,
Well, it was Prey, The Evil Within, and Wolfenstein 2.
well, the Evil Within
Wolfenstein.
and Prey are freaking incredible. So Wolfenstein 2 must
Wolfenstein
have
2
been
is okay. Yeah.
God, Prey is awesome. And like, I
Hold it.
don't
Have you
understand-
ever felt scared about every single object in a room? Cause
Never been so scared of a coffee cup.
be me, be running around the room, whacking my wrench around, going ah!
Yup, that sounds about right actually.
And like, not just that, Prey does a lot of interesting things. The glue gun is one of them.
yes,
Gun?
The
the
glu-
glue gun.
The first, second,
Probably
okay,
the
the
best
second weapon
spot.
you get.
Yeah, probably the best feature of the game.
And it's like, it shoots these globules of like glue, and they instantly harden once they like hit a surface, except for glass.
Oh, I remember getting that now.
Yeah, and basically with that, Bethesda, like Arcane Studios, is putting trust in their level design, so that you
Right.
don't get to a part where you shouldn't have.
It shouldn't get.
They trusted their level design, which, by the way, Arcane are the best at level design.
Ooh, my God.
Wait,
If you guys have ever played Dishonored 2 or Dishonored 1, their level design is top notch. Like, I would suggest just looking up a level in Dishonored 2 called the Clockwork Mansion. Holy shit. But yeah, but they expanded that in this by making like multiple areas, very huge areas, and just like so many ways to go about certain situations. One that that got to me, that kind of like just stuck in my mind a lot, was the how to get into the security room in the lobby. Some people might go like, okay, I can't get into her. I might need to find a key card. I'll go find a key card. Some people are like, okay, I could just hack into it. Some people might be like, okay, I can use my powers, turn into a cup, and go through the little slot. Me,
Right, go through the slot.
okay, yeah, we'll explain the powers later. But anyway,
Yeah.
me, I got the Huntress Boltcaster, put a box on, stood on it, and then shot a bolt at the button,
You see,
And it worked.
and it worked.
I didn't get very far in the game, but I remember getting to the security room, and I remember just shooting a panel and the door open.
Yeah, you probably just did what I did. With a
Probably,
with a
I mean-
gun or the Huntress Boltcaster.
It was a gun.
Yeah, I use a Huntress Boltcaster
I just used a gun.
because you can retrieve your
I need to get the
Boltcaster.
door open. I might need a key. No, all I need is a gun.
Yeah. And so it's that kind of thing. It's like, wow, Arcane don't lie when they say you can take certain situations in any way you want.
Yeah,
Like
they
Zelda.
really do.
You know, kind of like Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain, and like some games just lie about it sometimes. Like, oh, this will just lead you to like the same path you're probably gonna take, but hey, it's there. It's different. Wolfenstein 2.
New and exciting, fun and engaging.
By the way, just saying about level design. Wolfenstein 2's level design, shit. Just gonna say that right now. Not gonna explain it.
Killing Nazis.
Not gonna explain it.
Yeah, Prey, like, I just love that they kind of reinvented this kind of horror, because
Yeah.
never have I like I said, never have I ever been scared of every single object in a room, because there are mimics that like turn into objects, any objects I see, and you're just like looking around like, what could it be? What could it
Yeah.
could-
Which one is it?
like? It could be the it could be the chair that went over, or it could be the chair that's up because it changed into the chair and pushed the chair over.
Yeah.
And it's like, I was like, oh hey look, a gun. Oh no, it's a mimic, and the gun's off to the side a little bit further.
It's a mimic.
That got me when I played the demo. It's like, oh, a gun, and also just things like, and they even, I thought like, oh, I'll be able to get the psychoscope and I can see what are mimics and what aren't mimics. And it's like, nope, we just put in greater mimics, baby. Guess what? How much of Prey did you play, Drew?
I played it all. The whole
So,
game.
I will say, this game has one of the best jump scares. Do you not remember? I think it was
no.
Housestrup. Housestrup. He was the Psychotronics. There's a part where he's like, "What the fuck, Calvino? What are these dots on my looking glass screen?" It's like, just press it. Like, it's just calibrating. It's like, okay, and like he's not there, so it's like, okay, I'll just do it for him. Do Phantom. Phantom in the screen, like whacked, like about to attack me. And like, I was like, oh my god! But it's like, it was just in the screen. It wasn't there. But then a Phantom came in, so I was like, okay. I just stood there. I was just like, all right, you got me. Like a good jump scare doesn't allow you time to anticipate it.
Right.
So.
The level design is so good. I love the skills and abilities.
Wait,
they're
did you
much
go?
more-
Did you go with Typhon powers?
I used one.
Was it? What was it?
Regeneration.
That sounds good. I so far
super
have
good.
taken none.
Well, there's actually an achievement to take none, and I wanted to get it, but regeneration was just too good.
But it's like, it's cool because they tell you like, oh, if you use these powers, certain bad things can happen. It's like one of the first things that can happen is that the turrets will go like, "Oh hey, you're full of Typhon. Better shoot you up." But then they're like, "But we still don't know what else it can do to you." And I don't know what else it does to you. Does it like just create hallucinations sometime?
I'm not sure. I wasn't too much Typhon. Like I wasn't into Typhon.
Ah, okay.
Like I said, I only took regeneration, which is sick.
Just Prey is such a good, and we talked about how good the diversity and representation in Evil Within is. Evil Within 2 is. But Prey takes it to a whole nother
like
level by giving every single person in that ship a name.
Yup, and a location of where they are.
And sure, the volunteers are different, but that's because they don't matter.
Right, they're not.
But even then, they were given numbers, and the numbers are different. So, but
that's true.
Yeah, like if you go onto like a security computer, you're like, oh, I can see all of the crew that are currently on the ship, and if they are dead and where they are.
Yeah, that's true. You can.
And like
see if
the work that they had to put into that, to not only name all these characters and provide different diverse backstories and like backgrounds, but voice actors. I'm sure. I think some voice actors were the same for some characters, but like they still got a lot.
I spent 3 hours just trying to name my World of Warcraft characters when I make them.
And I kind of like
the emails. I love the story setup with the emails because like you can see what everyone was talking about on that entire ship before everything happened.
Yeah.
There's like, and it's weird because in Subnautica there is a lesbian relationship that doesn't work out in the PDAs that you find. And in Prey, there's a lesbian relationship that doesn't work out.
Well, what's cool about Prey is that could be a lesbian relationship or a heterosexual relationship, depending on the character you pick. Because in the beginning, you could choose like, oh, you want to be male or female? Male Morgan you or female Morgan you? Right. And things change based on what gender you take, and not like huge changes like, oh, the shoes in your apartment are female shoes, and some like the person in the picture where you would be is either male or female, or they'll just say she instead of he, and yeah, depending on that, it's like, oh, the guy who is stationed outside my office is either gay or heterosexual. Because his password is OMG Hot Boss.
Yeah.
And like,
there's another one.
Oh yeah, there's also another. Yeah, Oh yeah, of course. I forgot about them. How could I forget about them? They were so cute.
One of them's alive and the other is dead.
Well, yeah. My heart.
I mean, that's what the
that asshole got what came to him. I basically
fuck that guy.
I slowed down time, went in, disabled the recycler charge, and just stood there and watched him as he bleed out. And I was just like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You killed my favorite character.
He's probably the most evil character in that, other than like the Yu family in general.
Yeah, I can get that, but I will say, like, it's cool that they had their own version of like Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah.
And the chief of engineering is so cool that she was like, okay, my girlfriend does it, I might as well give it a shot.
Yep.
She doesn't do it because she's interested in it. She does it because her girlfriend does it, and she wants to be interested in what her girlfriend does. And like, that is a great relationship.
That is.
Like, the way this game doesn't make a big deal out of certain things. Like, oh my god, you're an Asian. Or, oh my god, this is a black science twist. Oh my god, lesbian relationship.
Wait, you mean there's a black science guy?
Yeah.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Cyril, you killed a black astronaut. That's like killing a unicorn. I I love Archer.
Yeah.
Archer is a gem.
Archer is a gem.
Just Prey is phenomenal game. It was it was one of the most underrated games of last year.
Absolutely 100% agree.
And
I
there's
don't
one reason
understand
why it was
people
underrated and
dislike
why
it.
well there's one reason why people hated it. Because of the name.
Oh, because of the name.
Listen, I'm still sore over Prey 2. I am never going to forgive them for that. Cuz that was going to be so cool. You're a human in an alien city and you're a bounty hunter. Fuck's sake, man.
That already sounds like the best game ever.
And like I saw gameplay of it and it looked cool and like they canceled it. I was so heartbroken. And like if they I know why they did it. It's cuz they had a name around, like we might as well just use it, but still they could have thought something better. But I'm not going to dock points just because it chose a name. It's not their fault that Bethesda decided to cancel Prey 2.
Right.
But yeah, I'm gonna give as soon as I'm done with the main plot, I might give the main story another shot, just this time with Typhon abilities. But
yeah,
I also want to try out that DLC.
the DLC is really fun.
From what I heard, it's just basically that game, but now it's like a dungeon. It's like a dungeon crawler, like roguelike.
Yeah, it's like if you've played The Binding of Isaac, it's like that. Only it's Prey instead.
Yeah.
It turns Prey into a roguelike.
And like how much is it?
$15.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it's not heinous to like it's.
It's like it because what I like about roguelikes is that it's basically endless gameplay in some aspects.
Right. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm excited to play that, but sad thing is I already know the ending to Prey. I accidentally spoiled myself on it.
Oh no!
And the thing is, some people might hate. Like, I know people who would hate that ending.
Really?
Well, it's that kind of like that cliche kind of end. Like, I don't want to. I won't say anymore. I don't want to spoil it for anyone because it is a fairly decent ending. I liked it. I thought it was interesting. I'm just sad that I spoiled myself on it, and
yeah,
I spoiled myself also on the bad guy who killed Angela.
Oh yeah.
But it became rather obvious because like that's not the same voice.
No.
I'm glad they allow you to figure it out instead of going like, "Hey, by the way, this is
Wait, you figured it out?
Yeah. Oh damn it! I figured it out. Shit. Gotta change it.
Well, we figured it out.
No. But I like that they allowed you to find the actual evidence that the chef is not the chef.
Right. That is cool. You get the chance to actually like experience that entire thing, and you don't have to, but you can.
And it's cool that they also give people who like to smash everything some actual reward for it. Bang on the wall 3 times and the person will come by, or like bang on those fucking alarms and you'll get an ability, or smash that looking glass and you'll get to go behind it and there's some goodies.
Yep.
And that Dr. Calvino puzzle with the thermos.
With the what?
His thermos, Dr. Calvino's thermos, where you had to watch the looking glass videos in his office to find out like, oh, if you put the cup on the scale, it'll open up a little secret.
Oh yeah.
That was the coolest.
Get that. Ooh, I love that game.
It's a good game, guys. Seriously, like if you haven't played it already, get it. It's a good game. It will last you a while.
Yeah, it's like 36 hours or something.
Because even like the side quests are like they have reasons behind them, and they're not just like, oh, Dragon Age, go over here, kill 5 enemies, good to go. In fact, you don't need to kill any enemies in this game. I don't believe.
Kinda don't.
Yeah, I mean like, I'm sure there'll be parts where you have to.
Yeah.
But they do give you lots of opportunities. Going like,
oh, And you can go outside the space station.
Did I?
No, you can.
Yeah,
Like,
you can.
And that's really cool that you can do that.
And the billboard?
Oh yeah, there's a billboard.
Well, there's two billboards, but one of them was like a guy was like working on it. He's like, all right, I have to reveal this. I got to reveal this because people need to know.
People need to know. I have to
And it's like
tell
the escape pods are fake.
They're
It's just like, ah, damn,
sons of a bitches.
son of a beach. What is this, JoJo? Yeah, but so if you guys haven't played Prey, I'll just at least try out the demo. Because the demo is actually a good amount of gameplay. I got 5 hours out of it.
Out of the demo?
Yeah, because I just explored. And this game rewards exploration so much.
A lot, yeah. If you've
I
ever
love games
played
like that.
Gothic or Trespasser, those are games that reward exploration a lot.
Yeah. Let's see. Moving on. I beat Yakuza 0. That's also a good game. I want to talk about one side quest in the game that just like it was an amazing side quest just because of how dumb it is. So there's this bowling alley, and the girl up front's like eventually after you like play a few games of it, you shoot up the girl up front who's like the clerk is like, hey, we have a little special thing here. If you get a turkey, which by the way is like 3 strikes in a row, if you get a turkey, you'll get a free turkey.
Turkey for a turkey.
It's like, and your character's like, I never eaten a turkey before. It's like, you've never eaten a turkey? It's golden, delicious, crisp skin, delicious. And like, well, okay, well, I want to get, like, character's like, well, I want to get a fucking turkey. So I'm gonna get a fucking turkey.
Give me a turkey.
And so, yeah, once you get a turkey, you go back and it's like, congratulations, you won a turkey. All right, here it is. Here's your turkey. And then it's a chicken.
Oh, what?
And not just any chicken, a live chicken.
What?
And your character's just like, he first was like, rich golden skin. This seems a bit fresher than I thought it would be. And then the girl's like, oh, how did that happen? And then your character's like, also, it's a chicken, not a turkey. Like, oh wow, the order must have gone wrong. And it's like it's later revealed that she worked on a poultry farm. How the fuck did you forget? And then she's like, oh well, I mean, I can go and cook this chicken for you. I don't want you to leave empty-handed. And then your character's just like, but that means you have to kill this chicken. And he's like, hold on, let me just. And then you and the chicken just stare at each other, just like. It does the thing where the camera switches between the faces. And then the chicken goes, and your character goes, huh? And he's like, I made my decision. I'm going to keep this chicken. And he's like, it's like, what? I mean, it's like, what? I'm not allowed to do this? Like, no, you can do that. It's just, weird. It's like, chicken. I'm going to name you Nugget. And then all of a sudden a screen comes up that says like, Nugget is now a manager for your real estate management fund.
Oh my god.
And he's actually pretty good in like one of the stats, so he's pretty good. And that was the side quest of how I got a chicken for a manager for my real estate management minigame.
A chicken for a manager.
Yakuza 0 is fucking amazing, man.
Wow.
And I played the demo for Yakuza Kiwami 2, which is the remake of Yakuza 2, and it is amazing so far. I can't wait to actually play the full game. I also pre-ordered Spider-Man, by the way.
Oh, good.
From what I heard from Matt McMuscles of Two Best Friends, he played it before. He played it I think at Comic-Con or something, and he was like, the graphics look great, the combat's fantastic. And like, I guess one worry that the developers had was like, we don't want Spider-Man to accidentally kill anyone. So, but we still want to have rooftop fights. So what do we do? Because, you know, like, if you kick someone off a building, they're gonna die.
Yeah, they're gonna die.
Apparently, they added in like, kind of a tripwire off the edges of roofs, where if you kick someone off the ledge, a web will rein them in to the wall, and you can see them, like, hanging off the wall. And I'm like, that's cool. That's good.
That is cool.
Apparently the swinging it's not like Spider-Man 2, but I'm sure if I played Spider-Man 2 swinging, it wouldn't feel as great as it did before, or maybe it does. Who knows? But yeah, I am excited to play it. Anyway, so have any of you guys, like, gotten back into playing a certain game from your childhood?
Yes.
After like
Oh, yeah.
after like 10 or more years of not playing it.
It was
Hell yeah.
5 for me, but yes.
What games were it for you guys?
It was RuneScape.
RuneScape?
RuneScape.
That was
Okay.
awesome.
All right. How about you, Joe?
I played Final Fantasy VI. And also I played Phoenix Wright.
Oh. I heard that's actually pretty good.
It's really great, and I forgot all the answers to all the problems or all the questions.
Isn't
so
that
it's,
great?
like,
Don't you just
awesome.
love that?
Yeah, I was like, yes, I get to play this game again as if I've never played it.
As for me,
Yeah, I love that shit.
recently I actually, like, gotten back into playing a game that was, like, a huge part of my childhood and basically defined a lot of people's childhoods of that year. I played Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 1. And one thing I was afraid, I was scared of certain something. It was that me as a kid is dumb, and this game isn't actually as great as I thought it was.
Oh yeah.
I was so afraid of that. Luckily,
When Double D comes running at you as an adult with a book of facts, and you're like, no, Double D, please, no.
but no,
But you know you're not wrong, and you have to listen.
I played it and I beat it, and it's still a amazing game. What they
I
did
agree.
for 2002 is some. First of all, one of the things I found now that I know about game design, I can appreciate it more. Like,
Okay.
the Alice in Wonderland level it's still pretty. It's very amazing to me in terms of, like, art design, level design, how they made it and all that. And, you know, just like how they reward exploration in certain ways, and all these levels do different kinds of things. Sure, some worlds are okay, not that great, but a good amount of them are actually pretty interesting and do some really cool things.
Farthest
And
I ever got Kingdom Hearts 1 was the Tarzan level, and I became so pissed at it that
that's one of the not good levels. But there's one part about that world that I love, and that's the fact that if you jump off the treehouse, depending on where you jump off of, you'll land in a certain different part of the world.
Yeah, it was really annoying, and I got really upset with it, and I stopped playing the game.
What part of it was it?
I don't remember.
Was it
I just know
was it the
very hard.
invisible lizard?
I don't even remember an invisible lizard. The
I would
Magnificent
suggest getting back
Power
into
over
it.
there.
It's a good game, man.
It's a very good
I don't
game.
care for Kingdom Hearts. I didn't really like the whole premise. I wasn't not into it.
One thing about the games that I liked was that usually games have a set combo, like, oh, you do certain kinds of attacks, but this game, it's randomized, where, like, sometimes your first attack will be a stab and other times it will be a swing. That was an interesting way to break up the flow, and also it gives you the ability to, like, use your ability points to add more to that combo. Let's see. You know, the voice acting is still. It was okay. It was okay. It wasn't, like, the greatest, but, like, Hades was probably the best.
Yeah.
Hades is always the best. Like, that's like one Disney character I actually give a shit about.
The only thing that James Woods does that I
Yeah, I've heard he's an asshole.
he is horrible. I can't believe it. I was like, no, Hades, you're actually really evil in real life too.
But I think he actually does that role for free.
He's a huge asshole, but yeah, his Hades voice is absolutely incredible.
Yeah. It's sad. Well, it's a good thing we can always just appreciate his voice acting and not him.
Right, and that's I can totally do that. I appreciate his voice acting.
Yeah, but let's see. It was also cool hearing all the music again. The Traverse Town theme is like, as soon as I started hearing it, I was just like, oh my god. I felt like I was like 5 years old again. Or like the Winnie the Pooh theme.
Yeah.
Or just like any theme. All of the themes in the game are really good.
Realize you young AF.
I'm 21. So, and obviously it was the 1.5 final remix, so they kind of added in some things that I haven't seen before. And I finally realized one thing, is that the fact the main characters didn't live on the island in the beginning. They lived on a set of islands. I thought they just lived on that island for their entire life when I was a dumb baby bitch boy 5-year-old.
I was a dumb baby bitch boy 5-year-old.
James Wood is not a good man from what I've heard, zombies.
No, he's not.
What does he do? Is he just like just like what?
Yeah, what makes him a horrible person? I'm confused.
He.
If he was truly a horrible person, I feel like we'd hear about him like we hear about Charlie Sheen.
Well, from what I understand, this James Woods is like so far right-winged that he doesn't even consider anything else other than everything that only Republicans say as fact, and that is the only thing that's acceptable.
Yeah, that's...
He's like the Anita Sarkeesian of the right.
That's pretty bad. But Anita Sarkeesian's like...
For everything to exist in balance, things have to work in pairs.
Right!
So he's like extreme. There must be people in opposite parallel extreme.
He's mirror Anita Sarkeesian.
Yeah,
because like he is not at all willing to listen to anybody when it comes to anything involving human rights or saving the planet. He fucking hates it. He won't ever. He doesn't believe in it. I guess he doesn't think the planet needs saved and that it's not in danger. And you know, it's weird. Like I haven't had any personal experience with him, but I don't think he's my kind of person. Reading his Twitter feed is just kind of nauseating. He isn't like evil. I'm not saying he's evil.
He's just closed-minded.
Yeah, he's closed-minded. That's probably the nicest way to put it. The nicest neutral way to put it is he's closed-minded and he shouldn't be.
Yeah, but Kingdom Hearts has aged really well. Even the it still looks good.
I love Kingdom Hearts.
I don't know why, I don't know what they did back then in 2002, but it still looks good. And yeah, it was a huge wave of nostalgia and just like memories for me. Haley Joel Osment, man, his voice is like, when I first heard his voice in like the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailers, I was like, is that Haley Joel Osment? Oh my god. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, like, wow.
No, you're saying it's bad.
Huh? Oh no, it wasn't. It's not bad. It's just he puberty hit him hard.
He pretty hurt too.
Yeah. You know, apparently Kairi was voiced by I forgot her name. The girl who was in Until Dawn and who was in Heroes.
What? Really?
Yeah, the blonde one.
The ugly one.
Hayden Panettiere. Hayden Panettiere.
Nobody remembers.
Well, everyone remember. It was Hayden Panettiere because a lot of people like Until Dawn. So, sadly, she's not going to be in Kingdom Hearts 3. Kairi will, and she's going to be voiced by Alison Stoner.
Ha! She smokes weed.
Huh. Wait. What? Whatever. And then, like, as I was like going through the credits of the game, I think I just started to cry a bit because it's just like the game is still good. it's still an amazing game, and
Yeah.
I think it's back in one of my favorite games of all time. Then I moved on to Chain of Memories, and that's not so good. Yeah, it's got a weird combat system where like you have a pack of cards, and like you get more cards, and some cards are like magic cards, others are like attack cards, and you use up cards when you like use them.
I feel like Drew's like sitting there trying to buy this game. Like I heard cards.
And then you refill it. No, it just doesn't work well. It doesn't work well for 3D graphics. It worked better when it was on the GBA. So what I'm just trying to say is I am rushing through Chain of Memories just so I can get the story bit, so I can finally just move the fuck on to the rest. Apparently, I haven't gotten all of the things to get ready for Kingdom Hearts 3. I still need to get Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, and that's the real name.
Seriously?
Yes.
Yup.
Wait, how is it the final chapter and the
Prologue to Kingdom Hearts 3.
what?
Yeah.
It's the final chapter of Kingdom Hearts 2, but it's the prologue to Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, let's go teach these people how to freaking make title sequences and write.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right back.
Oh, okay. I'm playing RuneScape. Where do you think? Let's speculate on where Freelance went.
Well, I mean, the obvious answer is maybe that there's a bathroom involved.
No, the obvious answer is masturbation.
Yeah, he's
I
too.
learned nothing from Aaron.
It's too obvious to say bathroom.
I'm gonna
It's
say
gotta be something else.
triple somersault backwards over the bed, through the door, barrel roll down the hallway, tuck and roll off the step, Tom Clancy across the floor to microwave pizza rolls, and then reverse the process in exact choreographed fashion, back up the stairs to sit in his chair and come back without any issue.
That sounds plausible.
Yeah, it's oddly specific, but definitely plausible.
I think that he went to go finish Kingdom Hearts. He was like, "Ah, crap! I was talking about Kingdom Hearts.
I gotta go finish the game before.
Now I gotta go play it."
Gotta go finish the game before I can finish the talk show. I really should stop starting things and then stopping halfway through the middle of them. Yeah, I'm just really tired today. I normally have a lot more to talk about, but I'm just blown out.
I'm in the middle of your Subnautica video.
Oh, are you watching that while doing this fucking talk show?
No. I mean, like I would, but no, I'm playing Slay the Spire,
I'm
which
still
is
trying to think of a
just
name for the
super fun.
Minecraft series yet. I haven't thought of that yet. Also found out that streaming with the Elgato equipment on OBS kind of sucks
Oh,
because OBS doesn't understand how to deal with it. Apparently,
no. That's
like if
weird.
you have OBS running with Camlink, and then turn on a Razer product for Razer, like the Razer Ripsaw,
Uh-huh.
the frame rate gets drained. I didn't realize the Ripsaw was doing this, but it eats all of the render process of the GPU, and you go down to like 2 frames a minute on the Camlink. Yeah,
That's horrible.
it doesn't do anything when I'm just streaming or recording a normal game. But OBS's software just doesn't work with it. You can't interchange the two pieces.
That sucks.
Yeah, I'm replacing my next paycheck. I'm replacing the other Ripsaw with the Elgato 4K 60, so it doesn't matter. And then I'm just switching over to the Elgato software, so it doesn't matter.
Ooh.
Because the Elgato software is just better in every way. Yeah, you'll have Who's Pony tomorrow to watch.
That's pretty sweet.
And then the TruckCon vlog should be Monday.
Hey,
Hello.
He's back.
hey, you guys like keep the noise happening, or
We tried.
Yeah,
We tried to keep making mouth noises as best we
Alright,
could.
well,
Valiantly.
I just want to say I got some fairly bad news for my family.
Oh,
What?
Yeah. I was wondering if I was going to talk about it like at the beginning of this stream, just to let people know. But a few weeks ago, my dog was diagnosed with lymphoma.
I don't know what that is,
It's cancer.
but it sounds bad. Oh,
Cancer.
If you just want to, here's the basic thing: if it ends with oma, it's probably cancer.
Yeah, that's true.
And we put him on chemo, but it seems he's one of the 20% of dogs that can't take it well.
Ooh, ugh.
So my family was hoping to get him to his next chemotherapy session before deciding to put him down, and on the way over to the clinic, he just passed.
huh.
Aw,
Yeah, I'm fine.
sorry, freelance.
I'm fine.
I
I know you lost your cat, and I'm sorry to hear that, man.
yeah, I feel you. I really do.
Well, that
Um,
sucks.
Yeah, but no, it's not me. I'm more worried about my sister because that was her dog.
Ooh.
No.
That was
Yeah,
the dog.
it's probably taking it a lot worse.
I always think back to like a quote from God of War. It's like, "Mourn how you wish, leave me to my own," and I usually mourn by just living my life. That's how.
Yeah, I gotta say, I agree with Kratos on that one. That's pretty much how I do it. I don't like people telling me how to. I have to do this.
Yeah,
to
like
be
there's people going like, "Why aren't you crying?" It's like,
Right. I just don't do
worry
that.
about yourself and how you deal with it. I deal with things like this. in my
don't
own
give me
way.
don't get me wrong. I am mourning and I'm sad, but
Yeah, I don't have to show it to other people when I do it though.
I mean, and this illustrates how terrible of a person I am. As soon as
This
you said
illustrates
it,
how terrible a person I am.
as soon as you said, it just reminds me of a quote from God of War. I was like, "Boy!"
yeah, no, don't worry about it, man. Like
Exactly.
seriously,
So,
I think laughs are just what we need right now. That's just what. I know that I remember like back when my mother had passed away. I did my mourning for like a weekend, and then I got right back to school.
Wow.
people were like-
I would be crushed a little bit harder. Than
People
I
were like,
wouldn't-
"Don't you
I'm
like
emotional.
you know if you want to take some time off to mourn, you can." I'm like, "No, she wouldn't want me to stop working."
Right.
that's
the
pretty
best
much
thing-
how it was when my granddad died too. When he passed, like I knew it was coming. It was terminal cancer. Like you don't come back from. You can tell me he's going through chemo and they're gonna do what they can for him all you want. That's a timer. He has only X amount of time. There's nothing we can do.
Yeah, so
And it's like when I got the news he passed, I didn't even take a day off of work. I didn't even. I had to work that next day, and I just went right to. Like everyone's all bawling their eyes out around me, and they're like, "Why aren't you crying?" I'm like, "Well, one, I've had months to prepare for this. I was just waiting for the news to know he finally went.
yeah.
Yeah.
And two, I don't need to cry to show remorse and just sadness.
I do. I would. I'm just an emotional wreck when it comes to things like that.
I can't say I'm not an emotional wreck. When stuff like that happens, I don't cry. I just disappear. I go and mourn in my own way, and
Yeah,
to do that, I
same
prefer
way.
to just be alone.
I mourn by myself, and then try and be there for all the people who are mourning worser than me.
See, I mourn in my own way so that I can just at least honor their memory, and then I do exactly what they would have expected me to do at any given point, no matter what happened. Keep giving everything my absolute best and keep moving forward.
Exactly.
Well, you guys
Because
are
to sit
awesome.
around
I
and cry
just
is exactly what they all told me not to do. Don't
I
worry
would-
about what's
that's what I would
happened.
do.
Keep looking to what's coming next.
Yeah,
I'm going
so-
to-
That's how I-
well,
that's
as
how
soon
I
as
see it.
my parents, like, as soon as the first one of them passes away, I'm just going to. I'm just dead. Like I'm gonna need like everybody in my
I'll be your mom.
entire life all at the same time.
I'll be your mom.
Oh,
I'll
need
be
you to
your
my-
mom.
I need you to be my daddy.
Oh, I already am.
You're looking at
I already am.
See, this is just the
Then
kind of thing I
it
need.
should be easy.
This is just the kind of thing I need. I don't need just to cry. I just need people.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So
good.
yeah.
Honestly, I can't even lie about it though. Like with how much I have dealt with, it doesn't get easier. People can say it gets easier all they want. It doesn't get easier.
Never does.
I can deal with it, but when you deal with only loss and don't know what anything else is, that crushes you as a person.
Yeah.
That
So
can destroy your character entirely.
rest in peace, Brady.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were talking about Kingdom Hearts.
You were.
Yes.
I don't know anything about Kingdom
Final chapter prologue.
Yeah, the
Final chapter
your
prologue.
name doesn't make any sense. Bullshit thing.
Yeah, I still need to get that before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, and then I'm probably gonna pre-order Kingdom Hearts 3. I just hope
Coming 2020.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is as good as Kingdom Hearts 2 and 1. I'm just kind of
Yeah.
That's just one thing I'm scared about.
Yup. I feel that.
I honestly just hope it hasn't been overhyped by the people looking forward to it, because then it's gonna never live up to what people are expecting, and it's gonna inevitably suck for everyone.
That's the
no matter
thing I
what.
hate. That's the thing I hate about hype is that just like I don't care about other people's hype.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that the game was announced, I feel, early to the
Yeah.
point that it's pushed back, and it's only caused the hype train to go even faster.
Watch
I feel like
Dogs,
it's gonna
like,
go hard and real.
I enjoyed Watch Dogs for what it was. Other people had like huge hype expectations. So yeah, hype really does. That's why I don't watch trailers. First of all, because I don't want to spoil myself on anything
See,
that could
I
happen.
watch trailers, but I don't
Right.
get involved in the discussion.
And
Because it's always going to turn into theory craft and wish lists and everyone Christmas listing as much as they possibly can, and then it's just like, guys, you're making this out to be God's gift to the earth, and it's never going to be that. Like, I'm waiting for Smash to come out and everyone going, oh, it's going to be the greatest Smash ever, it's going to be so balanced and everything, and I'm sitting here like, Sakurai couldn't balance a game to save his fucking life, and you expect this to be any better than the last couple?
yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I'm sure it's going to be fun, but like, let's not expect it to be balanced.
But it's not going to be a balanced game at all. You're going to have maybe a third of them that are playable.
And still, already a point is knocked off because no Waluigi.
Yeah, it's already lost points because Waluigi has not been thrown into the actual roster.
Like, was he
Literally
ever
every
in?
Mario Party since it came out never actually made a mainstay Nintendo character.
Has he ever been in a Smash game?
He's always
Yeah,
been in
he's
since the assist trophy system, and then since the regular trophies, he's always had a trophy in the game.
He just needs
just never
he
been
needs a
an actual
debut.
playable
He needs his
character.
debut.
Yeah. He's never been in an actual game.
But
Like,
he's been in
it's
every like
always tennis
multiplayer
and Mario
game.
Party and all that stuff, but it's never
Mario
actually
Party,
been.
Mario Kart, Mario Tennis, Mario Soccer, Mario Basketball.
Mario
Mario-
cooking.
Ball.
Yeah,
I don't
he's
think there's
never
a Mario
actually
cooking
been in Waluigi the game.
He even had an outfit costume badge in Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. And then again in Super Paper Mario, and I believe the other two Paper Marios that have come out also. But never an actual playable Waluigi character.
Mm.
He's even shown up in WarioWare. Wario has game. Waluigi doesn't have games.
So, speaking of hype, let's talk about one where hype literally ruined the game and made the game a bad game when it came out. Let's talk about No Man's Sky.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're going here.
We're
Buckle.
going-
Gentlemen, this is where we are now.
No
So,
Man's Sky.
When No Man's Sky first came out, it was a huge
No Man's
disappointment.
Game.
Shut up.
Where's the lie, freelance?
You're right. You mean, yes, but
Ha!
one thing I always admired about the guys at Hello Games and about No Man's Sky is that even when No Man's Sky was like insulted, criticized, hated on, they didn't give up.
Which is good.
They
Yeah.
continued building on the game and adding shit to it, and 4 updates later, it's finally getting good reviews on Steam.
I'll give them that. They at least
Oh.
were able to listen to the criticism then and turn their game around.
Like,
They could have gone the route of EA. And
they could
just
have,
keep-
or they could have just taken that money and ran.
I mean, yeah, they could have just cut their loss and said, you know what? Let's try
Yeah.
something else.
I
This
know a
is-
lot of developers who just took the money and ran.
I mean, for some of them, it's just like, I can't deal with this. And it's like, well, time to go find a different profession.
Yeah, welcome to this profession. With the No Man's Sky next update, the reviews started going up, and I went onto Twitter and was like, okay, guys, seriously, just like, I'm curious, is No Man's Sky worth getting now?
No.
Right.
And the one person, and like one of the guys who I actually trust, who's Oliver Campbell, he was like, yes.
Wow.
Admiral Akbar, it's a trap!
And so I got it, and it was on sale because of the update. It was on sale for like $26.99,
Yeah.
$27.
To be fair, Boogie's recommended it and has even said that the new update has made the game not suck.
They finally added the multiplayer they always wanted to. But then,
Oh, it's finally multiplayer?
yeah, there's finally multiplayer. I decided not to join anyone. I decided to play my own game.
You
Wait,
loner
what?
edgy.
I thought it was always multiplayer like Diablo.
Well, I think there is. Yeah, I think I have yet to meet anyone, but I'm sure at some point I'll meet someone.
mean,
One thing I always like about this game is that
This
sometime
vast bit of space could it even be possible to meet anyone very easily?
one of the cool things I liked about No Man's Sky
Yeah, I
is
like
that
that.
sometimes when you're on on a planet, you'll just see ships fly by randomly, and I just like seeing
Yeah.
that because it makes me go like, oh, like that. Like I'm sure that goes nowhere, but that shows me like, oh, there's
It's
people
a
on this planet.
populated-
Yeah.
it's a populated world.
Now you can build stuff. You can build houses. They added One of the biggest things for me was that they added in a third person mode,
See, that's
Oh.
huge. I like a third person mode. I
and
don't always use it, but I do like that it's there.
it works well actually, and I like it a lot.
It just works.
It just works. I'm glad they did that, and they they added so much more to the game, so that it's not just like, oh, get your ship, fix it, get materials, go to the next planet, so you can get more materials to go to the next planet. Now it's just
So-
okay. Now you can build shit, get a freighter, or just like
Right.
become a
So
pirate.
you're not just stealing people's materia?
Yep. What?
Yeah, see, I thought that's what the game was at first. Like the first time it debuted, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to a planet and I'm gonna set up a little base and I'm gonna get materials from this, but it wasn't.
Yeah. But now,
You couldn't build anything at all. And I was, what? What is this game then?
and the game, they've added graphical improvements. They actually added in a main mission instead of just going to the center of the universe. There's actually a story.
Excellent. That's good news.
The ships don't look so shitty. They actually have like detail on them now. Like I'm looking at the before and after things they're showing me, and yeah, there's so much more detail on these ships. They don't look like gummy ships from fucking Kingdom Hearts anymore.
From Kingdom Hearts. The gummy
The worlds are actually like good looking now. It's getting the game currently is getting closer and closer to what the E3 trailer showed in terms of like not just visuals but gameplay. And that's all we really wanted, and I'm happy they didn't just give up on it. And I'm actually kind of excited. Like I played a little bit, I streamed a little bit last night, and I'm excited to play more. Another one of the big things I liked was that they actually made the space station look like it was a place where people would go and hang out at. Because it's got these like wide lobbies now with like people hanging out around. You can talk to them and all that. You can actually change. You can customize your character and change your race instead of just being some random person in a.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so patch notes. Third person camera for walking, jetpacking, swimming, and in-ship flight. Cool. New player models, completely reworked animation system, new animations for players as well as NPCs and creatures. System and animations for gestures. Character customization, play your character turns to look at points of interest. New get in, get out vehicle effect. Interactions show the player character where appropriate. Warping in ship is in third person. Resized various deployable tech to better fit third person mode. Missions. Real-time missions, scheduled missions, multiplayer missions, completely overhauled tutorial, new mission types, photography, feeding, freighter combat, archaeology, and specialized hunting missions. Guild envoy missions. Bases can be built anywhere. Hundreds of new base parts, joint base building, all this shit. Freighters, crafting resources, new UI things, and graphics, and planet generation. The planet generation has gotten better, but there's still points where it's just like items are clipping into items. What?
I happen to be because I'm just doing some skilling on RuneScape.
Yeah.
And I happen to be browsing Reddit, and I'm on our YouTube right now. And one of the posts I happen to click on, they happen to say, "This is what happens when you officially run out of ideas." And it's an image for a thumbnail of what's in my fridge. It's a 9.5-minute long video of some YouTuber just going through what's in his fridge.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, so
it has 81,000 views apparently, according to when the screenshot was taken. Clearly, I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah, Specs. It's time to show us what's in your fridge.
Yeah,
literally
Specs,
nothing.
what's in the fridge, man.
Not a whole lot, actually.
That's what people want to see, though.
I've been waiting for you to do a video on it.
We've all been waiting.
I can. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe that's what the next move is.
Yeah, so No Man's Sky is now officially a good game.
Huh.
So anyone who hasn't, go back to it, give it a shot. I'm sure you'll have much more fun with it than you did the first time around. Let's see. Yeah, so like top 10 anime comebacks. So yeah, good job, Hello Games. You,
awesome.
like, I'm glad they rolled with the punches and just kept adding, and they're free. All these updates are free because they don't want to, fuck anyone else over.
Yeah.
So good for them.
That's cool. Maybe I'll check it out.
Anyway, speaking of games you guys should play, PC version of Monster Hunter World has been announced August 9th.
Yes!
Sounds cool.
I am absolutely getting that.
Yeah.
So anyone who wants to...
I'm not sure I can. I'm not sure my laptop can handle it. Apparently it's a very CPU-heavy game.
Oh.
I know I can play it.
So I hope you guys have fun with it. And if they ever do cross-platform play, then yeah, we can all play together. But I doubt it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I
really, really, really want...
Subnautica is heading to PS4 this holiday.
Ew.
Darksiders 3 comes out November 27th.
Darksiders 3.
Yeah. Let's see. That's basically, let's see. Oh, Octopath Traveler has been released.
Octopath Traveler? Yeah, my friend Chris picked it up. It's apparently amazing.
From what I'm hearing, it is fucking amazing. It looks good. It plays good. It has great music and characters and replayability. But some people think it shouldn't be $60 because it's a sprite game. It's easy to make sprites.
That's just a stupid reason.
People are actually like, it's easy to make sprites. Anyone can make sprites, so it shouldn't be $60. It's like they did so much more than just make sprites. These are, first of all, if you haven't seen, these are like 3D sprites, by the way. There's actual like depth to them. And the special effects and all that. All of it actually looks really good from what I've seen.
Oh.
Now let's talk about Donkey for a moment. You guys know
what?
Video game Donkey?
Oh, Donkey. I don't.
You guys know him?
No.
He's a fairly famous YouTuber. He has like game reviews and all that. But he reviewed Octopath Traveler, or he didn't review it. I think he played it or something like that. But he said he didn't like it. He said it was a bad game. But he doesn't like turn-based games. So why did he even play this in the first place?
Yeah, that's dumb.
Like, some people try to make try to justify it by going like, oh, like, but if I think it's good and I never don't like this genre, then like a lot of people who don't like the genre could play it. It's like, no, fuck you. Let a person who likes this shit play it, who likes this genre play it, so that they can get a better gauge of it, instead of letting someone who doesn't. Like, cause I know like some review sites have done shit like that, like gotten someone who doesn't even like that genre and go like, I don't like this game. I don't like turn-based. 0 out of 10.
So dumb.
Like, I don't like racing games all that much. Why would anyone make me want to? Why would I want to even review a racing game? I don't know about racing games.
NASCAR Thunder 2002, greatest racing game of all time. Magic Carpet Ride.
I'm sorry, that doesn't sound at all like Life of Black Tiger. Life of Black Tiger Kart?
I was gonna say Life of Black Tiger Kart.
Yeah, from what I heard, anyone who has a Switch or into like Final Fantasy or like old sprite RPG games, give Octopath Traveler a shot. From what I heard, it's amazing, and Patrick of Two Best Friends has talked a lot about it on a podcast I listened to, and yeah, it sounds really good from what I heard. Okay, so has anyone heard about the sarcophagus juice?
What?
Oh yeah, the one that they found a sarcophagus that had this strange red liquid in it that, mind you, turned out to be sewage that was draining into this pyramid. So it was just liquefied dead bodies. And people wanted to pay them to drink it.
Oh God.
There is I have a picture of a change.org site that says let people drink the red liquid from the dark sarcophagus.
Yep.
Okay. Nope. That's like 100 times worse than Tide Pods.
And it was getting closer to 10. It's getting. It got. I think it got like 10,000 signatures. 10,000 people want to drink that red sarcophagus juice and get superpowers.
Yeah, it's not even like we're talking like sewage from like toilet sewage. We're talking like literally this is like bone and marrow and skin and whatever the hell else they put together to embalm something. Yeah. There was apparently like 3 or 4 people entombed in this thing. And this is just the liquefied remains of what remains.
Just body juice, person juice.
Yeah, body juice. What the fuck?
Ugh.
Now you got to account, most of those people are probably 4chan trolls. Corey in the House is Game of the Year edition because of VP 4chan. The gaming board on 4chan is the reason that got Game of the Year edition, which is hilarious that there's that kind of power on the internet and no one fucking caught this. Like, no one saw Corey in the House. Something's up.
Alright, no, that never occurred.
The red flag went up here. I feel like something got rigged here, or there's something wrong with our system. No one caught it, is the scarier part about that. Not that 4chan could pull it off. It's the fact that it got pulled off in the first place and no one went...
I mean, 4chan got people to think the OK hand sign is a white supremacist symbol. They also got people to get outraged over a white piece of paper that says it's okay to be white.
Yeah.
So 4chan has a lot of power. And we're going to talk about how much power the internet has in a little bit, but yeah.
The reason being is because the people who are on 4chan, as much as they are trolls, are not fucking stupid, and they play off the stupidity of the majority.
People, like, what is this JoJo bullshit of the sarcophagus?
The sarcophagus.
Like, a lot of people were, like, talking about, like, wow, I didn't know we lived in JoJo's world now.
It's JoJo's world, we just live in it.
Kono Dio da.
JoJo sometimes lives in my world because I'm a detective with a fucking shotgun.
Yes. JoJo.
gonna say he sometimes
Dio!
have to keep constantly reviving his stupid ass.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Joestar over there is an idiot. Doesn't know how to fight anything.
they did announce the next season of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I still have yet to even watch that.
Me too.
I honestly haven't sat down and watched a good chunk of it myself either, but I want to because it's a good show.
Well, oh, I just want to because I just want to see how outrageously gay it is.
Yes.
Fucking hilarious.
And the thing is, like, they never had it's fucking gay, but they haven't had a gay character until
fucking
season
gay.
until
I'll
volume.
put it this way: all of the JoJo shows are so good in the original Pokemon, in the remake of the original Pokemon, and then in Sun and Moon
Iris.
and Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, the TVs all reference the JoJo show.
Steins Gate references JoJo.
Yeah, when you the TV in your house when you
Wow.
start in all 4 of those Pokemon games, when you look at it in Pokemon Red and Blue, and then also in Yellow and then Green version, obviously, and then in Fire Red and Leaf Green, it talks about how there's a young boy walking down some railroad tracks as he leaves home. That's how the original JoJo's show, like, it's a scene from the original JoJo's show. One of the big memorable scenes is when he sets off on his thing.
Hmm.
In Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, it's a team of 5 guys walking along some railroad tracks.
And one guy says,
which is
"Oh
the
my
same
God!"
scene from Bizarre Adventure, exactly. And it's referenced again in those ones. Like, so apparently the guys who make Pokemon really like the JoJo.
Well, it's
anime.
like Berserk and with Dark Souls and
Oh, yeah,
and
Berserk.
Capcom and From Software love Berserk. Like so much so that in Dragon's Dogma, which is by the way it's a good game, one of the starter characters in the Xbox version looks like Guts, and one of the pawns that you can have as your main character as your companion looks like Casca.
That's fun.
And like obviously there's a bunch of fucking giant great swords in Dark Souls, and like if they could make a Berserk game, I'm sure they would love to make a Berserk game.
Oh, I'm sure.
But yeah, JoJo is so fucking gay, and it's probably one of the reasons why Japan is starting to actually get into gay culture. Not just Yuri on Ice.
I would
Not
say
yeah,
it's more
right, not
flamboyant
just Yuri on Ice. Some Yuri on Ice, but not just Yuri on Ice. I didn't know JoJo was super gay.
It's so fucking gay, dude.
That just
I'm
makes me
pretty
want to
sure-
watch it
I'm
even
pretty sure
more.
It's honestly more flamboyant than it is gay.
And,
So gay.
I mean,
Just because flamboyant has become pretty much gay culture does not mean
I mean no, I was listening to like two best friends talk about it, and they're huge buffs of it. They know it's fucking gay. All of it's gay, and they didn't actually have a gay character in it until volume 7, and even then those gay characters aren't flamboyant, which is actually pretty interesting.
well, not all gay people are flamboyant.
I know, no, it's just like they had like 6 volumes of flamboyant gayness.
What are you
And
trying
then-
to say?
Gay. Your
Oh,
mum
okay.
your mum gay.
your mom gay.
But yeah, like
Yes.
What you say, mate?
if you like the gay, you'll like the JoJo. And I do want to get into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure because it does seem very interesting. But
I think it's just really funny. That's why I want to watch it.
from what my friend told me, it's practically a horror show. Like it has funny moments, but it's basically a horror show.
I find pretty much all of it pretty funny.
Anyway, yeah. So anyone who's looking forward to season 5, go ahead and get ready because I don't know when it's happening, but they said it's happening. So all I know is that the animation in it always looks really good.
Zararudo.
Zawarudo. Kono Dioda. It was me, Dio. Goodbye, JoJo. Yeah, so we were talking about outrage culture a little bit. Let's talk about James Gunn. You guys
Yes,
know?
do that, because I have no idea.
I
What'd
know
you
he
get?
got fired by Disney, but I have no idea why he's important or why people care.
Well, James Gunn, he directed the Guardians of the Galaxy films.
What are the Guardians of the Galaxy films?
Both.
What are they?
You don't know what the Guardians of the Galaxy?
No.
It's like it's a Marvel
Guardians of the
movie.
Galaxy is Marvel.
Hello, Chris. Hello, slap this boy pussy, or Bruce, as he also likes to be called.
Did you just say slap this boy pussy?
That's the guy.
Yeah.
That's the guy's username. Just don't worry about it.
Literally a dude named slap this boy pussy.
Oh yeah, Drew. I heard a rumor about you.
Oh.
I heard you're Sugandese.
I know this
So
one.
on these what?
Sugandese nuts.
Nuts. Ligma. is
You
what
guys.
we're
I heard.
talking
I heard Ninja died of ligma.
about.
Dude, guys,
What's
it was
Ligma?
like my store manager is actually moving up to the specialty district manager, and today was it's like one of his last days today, and I was like, Joe, I gotta go home early. I've caught a case of ligma. He's like, what the hell is ligma? I was like, lig on me's nuts. And he just is like, wow.
Welcome to a Figure It Out, where we stop talking about James Gunn because we want to sug on these. It's like, it's so dumb. It's so juvenile. It's such a juvenile meme.
It's so
Right.
good though. I
Why
get
is
my
it-
coworkers, dude, I do this shit all the time at work, and all of my store manager are all in on it. Like all of my store manager and all the assistant managers all get in on this shit. It's great. It's so much fun.
I know, like, you guys know about David Hogg.
Who the fuck?
He's one of the guys behind the, repeal the Second Amendment. It basically happened to him. He's like, what's ligma?
Got him.
And it's like,
Got
whenever you hear someone, whenever you see someone go like, what's ligma? You just go like, you just know, like, you're about to get it, boy.
You just not get
It's
it.
where it's the second you hear the what's ligma and you just see the chat just start spewing fucking
Yes.
PogChamp everywhere. Steady stream of PogChamp. Like,
It's the stupidest. Like, this is a dumber meme than Ugandan Knuckles, and yet it's still as funny.
It's actually funny though, is the thing. Like Uganda Knuckles was funny for like a week, and then it was boring because it ran out of steam real fast.
Yeah.
Ligma and will always be fucking good.
Uh,
Dick jokes will always be funny. We
yeah.
will never age past 12 years
Anyway,
old.
back to James Gunn. Apparently 10 years ago, a long time ago, if you guys don't know, I was 11.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
I was like 11 at that time. He posted a video link and like made a slight pedophilic joke.
Slight.
Okay,
I
not
mean-
slight. He made a pedophilic joke.
About pedophiles.
And he did it towards someone who's now a known pedophile, which makes me think maybe he was just insulting them or something. But it has fun. Yeah, it was a joke. But 10 years later, it has now been fired from directing the next Guardians of the Galaxy film because of this tweet.
Wait, that was 10 years.
Not
wait,
because
what?
of something he did while working at Disney,
Not something he did like maybe 5 years ago or even like
or even like 5 minutes ago.
yeah no something he did 10 years
Something a
ago.
little bit more relevant.
And yeah, he's fired, and it's just like, why?
That's weird.
What gives, like, what's the point of changing as a human being if we still get in trouble for a tweet we made 10 years ago?
Right.
When I was 15, I made some edgy ass jokes I hate. I hate the jokes I made. They are so bad.
I don't really regret, like, some of the jokes I've made before I would never make nowadays, mostly because I get crucified by crazy rage Twitter. But also, I don't regret any of them because they made people laugh.
There is one joke I regret. It's a really bad joke. It's so much so that I
There's
deleted the
one
video.
Joke I regret.
So
I-
I've had bad jokes, but they just fall flat and I move on to the next joke.
Like, it was just not a good joke, and I have deleted the video, and I definitely regret making that joke, and I am not. But like, that was like 6 years ago. I've changed as a person, like a year later.
Right.
No, you haven't.
So much shit can change in a shut the fuck up. So much shit can change in a year. Like,
It's very
it
true.
can change who you are. I became centrist when I was like a couple years ago because I found out how much bullshit was on the left as much as the right. So just like, I'm just done. Like, and what was that? Who's there?
Someone's Discord.
I got a gun.
I have a
Come
gun.
out. I got the gun. No. It's just like what's the point of changing as a person if you still get in trouble for something you made 10 years ago?
Yeah. Judge me not on who I was, judge me on who I am.
Yeah, like, you know, Sean Murray, sure, he lied. He lied about a lot of shit. No Man's Sky, but he still made. But now, who?
Sean Murray.
He's
Made
the
that
head of
joke
Hello
earlier.
Games. He made No Man's Sky.
Oh, okay.
But today he's like posting pictures of all the good reviews he's now getting because he changed. He improved. So, like, what's the incentive of changing?
There isn't anymore.
Not anymore.
You remember, Angry Twitter wants the world to go back to segregation and wants it to be a land of safe spaces where instead of collaborating as a species, we are completely separated and safe from each other from cultural appropriation.
When you can compare, when you can compare a tweet from the far left to one from the far right, you know there's a problem.
Yeah.
Because both of those sides are gonna say interracial relationships are bad.
Yeah, because people working together is dangerous. Is dangerous for the system as a whole. Because people working together cause the system itself to collapse in on itself.
Yeah,
A people divided is easier to control than a people willing to work together.
exactly. And I think
It's become, since putting corporate bosses in Washington and fulfilling the circle of everything there, they don't want people to work together. People work together, they get smarter.
I'm
You
just
get stupid, and you end up with idiocracy of the world, and then you can just control them as if it's nothing.
I'm just glad to be seeing that people are changing and that it's not gonna get like super
Oh
dumb.
yeah,
Of course, there are dumb people out there. Obviously, there always will be.
It's also a vocal minority that also happens to control the media that most people don't listen to.
I saw a
It's like,
far left
the news
tweet.
looks really stupid, but most people don't listen to the news.
I saw a far left tweet saying it's racist to try hard not to be racist.
That-
Wow.
It doesn't even make cognitive sense.
Yeah. So Drew.
That's counterintuitive in and of itself as a. I'm just pure logic.
Yeah,
That doesn't
Drew. We were just talking about how like we can compare tweets from the far left and the far right, and they're similar in some aspects.
I can take a far
completely
left
agree with
tweet and a far right tweet and tell you neither of which one is what, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Both will say that interracial relationships are bad for different reasons.
But then you can't tell which one's the liberal reason and which one's the conservative reason.
Right. That is true. The extremism in any of its forms,
Extremism.
zealotry in any of its forms is always bad.
Yeah, and that's why I think that outrage culture is really just not good when it comes to things like doxing or getting people fired.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Like, you can disagree with someone, but to go on a public outrage spree and call for this person's job, their
Right.
livelihood, their entire built career for disagreeing with their viewpoint of something is wrong.
Zombies Blood,
Definitely.
you say no far left would just say interracial with right is bad? No, I've seen it. I've seen tweets that literally just say, stop dating white people, black people. It's bad. Paraphrasing.
You're not wrong, though. I've seen you freaking quoting tweets like that. It doesn't make any sense.
I retweet them just so I can show people.
Yeah, I scroll past them. It's like, this is dumb. I don't even want to
yeah.
acknowledge these tweets' existence because it's just like, this is stupid.
And
I don't know who
then
this person is, but they're clearly too stupid for me to even waste intellect and brain cells on processing anything about them.
it's just it's gotten to the point where just like people are going like Richard Spencer, is that you as the black person saying dating white people is bad? And I laughed at it, but I was just like, I wouldn't doubt it if he did that.
I think my favorite level of hypocrisy is people going, you need to stop being racist, and then that same person who is probably a white person going, black people fear for their lives every day they get up.
You talking about Anne Hathaway?
Yes, Anne Hathaway specifically, if we're going to name names, she's a fucking idiot.
And that's why I like people like Oliver Campbell.
Oh, he's hilarious.
Oliver Campbell is an amazing person.
I can't tell when he's being sarcastic or serious, but if that's the case, his level of satire is on par with Stephen Colbert, and I love him for it.
Like, he did an article basically talking about like he's raising a white girl. He's raising a white daughter. And he basically thinks of her as his own daughter, even though it's basically, I think, like a niece of his brother or someone, or I think his wife's brother.
So he has good paternal instinct.
And no, it's basically like, I'm not gonna teach her that that's bad to be white. I'm gonna teach her just to accept everyone, and not be a shitty
Sounds
person.
like the right way to do it.
I love
I don't-
Oliver.
I don't
Oliver's
acknowledge
great.
people based on their physical appearance or how they speak or otherwise at all.
And
'Cause I
recently,
Right. And like I completely agree with everything you're saying. Playing devil's advocate here, the reason why that sort of mindset is unhealthy in this current political climate is because all of that stuff that you said should not be done is being done daily.
well, I mean, how many like articles have you
So-
seen that said like all these white kids and like they shouldn't dress up as Black Panther? I've seen
Well,
articles.
see,
like,
that's dumb.
Black
Cosplay is
Panther is a
that's
black
dumb.
people only superhero.
yeah,
Get your
guys,
own
get your
white
own.
people.
I mean, we do.
Well, I
we
mean,
have
okay.
our own. We have tons
So,
of
like,
our own.
Black
That's
Panther.
the shit I'm criticizing there, Drew, is that nonsense bullshit.
Oh yeah, I know. No,
There are
I'm not saying
definitely
anything's
social
wrong with you.
issues that do need to be addressed, because racism is still definitely a thing in America.
Definitely.
Yeah,
But not fucking white kids dressing up as Black Panther and they can't like Black Panther because they're white kids. That's
the
stupid.
thing that is really great about like a minority representation, like these racial representations, like you have the good stuff, and then you have the bad stuff, and like people, I think outrage culture tainted Black Panther's representation because it was good, but also like people got really weird about it. You know what people didn't get really weird about? That was amazing representation.
What?
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage is okay. I will say.
It's
I will say.
awesome.
The first half of season 1 was great. Second half not so great. Second season really good.
Well, there you go. I mean, there's some bad parts, but
Yeah, but
haven't
no,
seen
I
it, but I
love
hear
I
it's
love
best.
the new villain.
oh my god, like that, and Luke Cage that's some
Bushmaster.
seriously good representation. The Evil Within 2. Holy shit!
They even made
good
a joke
representation.
about it. It's like,
yeah.
why would someone like you get hired into STEM? What do you mean a person like me? You're really nice and a good person. Oh,
Yeah,
what'd you
you're
think
nice
I
and
meant?
good. You're nice and a good person. Most of which the people who work for the STEM corporation or whatever are not. Oh, I love it. Like that's good positive representation. So what we need is more of that. Just more of that everywhere you can get it. Everywhere, like if you have a niece or a nephew or somebody that is growing and developing and they ask you something about why are people different colors, and just say, oh, some people are different colors. Cats are different colors, dogs are different colors, but they're still cats and dogs. We love them all the same.
I might go a more scientific route, like well, the beginning of their race usually started somewhere where they needed that skin color.
Yeah, like
Like black people are actually
Yeah.
they're a buffer against that cancer, man. Their skin's like no to that cancer.
hell yeah, it is. Yeah, their skin's like nah, bruh. But they have sickle cell. They have like they can get sickle cell. So like we gotta
And like Bretons have like more magic abilities, and then
exactly. Yeah.
Argonians can breathe underwater.
It's like choosing your character.
And orcs are badasses that keep bullies from taking your lunch money. Or they're the bullies.
Nords are resistant
Right,
against
either way.
ice. Red guards. What do red guards do?
But see, yeah, and racial
No
tensions
idea.
are high, but I think really, truly, people are good, and we will find a way to get past this.
Yeah, like no, yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Positive outlook.
Honestly, I've come to notice just from talking to so many different people, because I meet a ton of people every day. Most people
Right, yeah.
are largely uninterested in this outrage culture and just want it to be done with. It's a very,
Yeah.
very, very small but very, very, very loud minority that's making all the noise about it. No one really cares because everyone's like, yeah, those things are problems, but those are only problems when people highlight them. No one
Yeah.
really cares about it otherwise because no one really does it. Or if it does happen, it's behind closed doors and no one brings it out in the light.
Yeah.
Right.
This is a bunch of people bringing out in the light for likes on Instagram and views on YouTube and follows on Twitter. Like,
Right.
no one actually wants this stuff to be out in the limelight. They're just doing it for a publicity stunt. Because we live in an age of, I can make money on the internet for being as ridiculous as possible. So ridiculous,
Yeah.
racy stuff has become the norm.
People
That's
like
why I refuse to buy into it.
people
I
like
stay
Zoe
away from-
Quinn and Brianna Wu who make money off of being a victim.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Victim and outrage culture has become the social norm for likes and clicks. It's the new clickbait. And that's really what it is. Because if you do go around and actually talk to people, no one cares. Because it's not anything anyone gives a shit about. No one actually cares if you're gay. No one gives a rat's ass if you're trans. You do you. That's pretty much the large consensus. Whatever you do has no effect on me, so I really don't care.
If it were the large consensus, though, then there wouldn't be all this contention for
Honestly,
rights.
I really believe a lot of the contention is made up. And the only reason it's not being pushed through in places like Washington or state governments is because the people that are there are very outdated thinking. The second you get people who have a more younger level of thinker, a more current level of thinking, it's just going to go in and probably
Fortnite will
fly
become
right
a
under the
human
radar
right.
because it's not going to be any kind of, oh, we got this big thing coming through. Like, no, we just oh, and by the way, we did this. Like, here you go, guys.
Yeah, when will Fortnite become a human right?
And that's maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm completely wrong. But from what I've seen from physically speaking to people, that's just how I've seen it. I don't believe it's anything more than maybe somewhere between 2 and 5% overall who actually deeply care. Most people don't.
Yeah.
Like most people, if you gave all gay people the right to marry, wouldn't care a whole lot. Like your hardcore, like super hardcore religious people would probably give a shit, and then they wouldn't care after about 2 months. Like you'd stop hearing about it because we'd be like, well, whatever. It's a thing. It's a loss. So there's really nothing we can do about it anyway.
Is that loss?
Ha. We got
So
that.
let's talk about what outrage culture probably should be used for, and that's Butch Hartman.
Isn't he the guy that made a bunch of Nickelodeon cartoons?
He made Fairly
Yeah.
Odd Parents and Danny
They all have
Phantom.
pairs.
Okay.
He has
What the
a
hell?
he has not been having a really good week, and for good reason. I'll just start with a tweet, and we'll start from there because there are a few things. First of all, apparently he recorded a video saying that he looks at people that critique as weak. So basically, he thinks that anyone who criticizes, like, is weak, when, the reason, we improve as either writers or animators is from critique.
I was gonna say, like, as a creative person, like, you kind of want people to go,
Nah.
okay, here, watch my thing. Tell me what I can do better.
Nah, I know about this.
Now,
I know about this,
Dude.
and I have something extremely specific to call out for.
we want to talk. You want to talk about the Tara Strong thing or the Kickstarter thing?
No, that I can prove that the thing Specs just said isn't true.
Oh, what?
There, a little while ago, you sent me your Magic the Gathering deck.
Send your deck. Your
And-
turn.
You said, "Hey, check this out. This is my deck list." I was like, "All right, cool." Well, I checked it out, and I was like, "Excellent." There are a few suggestions I would have. I would replace this with this, replace this with this, and replace this with this. And I was like, "Cool." And then I went to bed. Later, Davis came over to my house, and he said that I might need to apologize to you. I was like, what happened? Oh my god, I don't want to make Specs angry because he's my friend. I don't want to do anything to hurt you. He said
I do.
he was really upset about what you said about his deck. And I was like, what do you mean? for cards. Thought he said that you were very upset with that. Why can't I just say it's good? Why do I always have to judge your picks? That's
for
what
one-
Butch Hartman is talking about. He's not
For one,
talking about.
Before anything else on that, one, that makes me even more upset with Deimos than I already am, because I told him that in confidence.
Oh no.
So that makes me even more upset with him than I've already been. Because I went to him as a friend on that, because I was a little upset. But I went to him in confidence on that and wanted to talk to you on my own with that when I was ready to talk to you about it.
Oh, no.
Not hear about it like this.
Oh no. Oh no.
So
Well,
that
this
on
was
its
like-
own is a whole separate issue.
This was like 3 months ago.
Yeah, because I had realized later that I moved on from it and didn't care anymore. But to know that he didn't take that in confidence like I asked him to upsets me more than anything. Some small little analytic thing that set me off because I was already having a shit day and just wanted someone to go, hey, that's really cool, you did a great job, because I just wanted to feel better, far overshadows that. When I say something in confidence, it's in confidence. So that on its own is more upset. I wasn't like stupid upset with you. I was already having a shit day and was just like, fuck, come on. I just really wanted to hear, wow, that was really cool. You did this. This was awesome. This was really neat. It's not your fault. You like to be a bit more analytical and like to pick things apart and see where the weak points are. And I've always appreciated that. I was in a shitty mood is what it was. But when I go to someone, I tell someone something in confidence and they go behind my back and just go and tell that person, that's shitty. Because it makes me look like a dickhead because I was just upset for no reason.
Well, it's not that. I'm glad he told me, because I don't want to be in situations where the things I say or do make you upset, especially when I never know and you never tell me.
Well, yeah, but what you said didn't actually make me upset. I was already upset, and anything anyone could have said would have made me more
It was
upset.
just one of those days.
It's not your fault. I was having a shitty day.
Like if I said, "Hey
You were
Specs,
never at
that
fault for what happened.
so, hey Specs, that meme was not that great."
He was just like,
If I was having a shitty garbage day and I was trying to make myself feel better by making someone else laugh, and then it didn't make them laugh, yes, that would probably set me off. I'd probably get pretty upset. As dumb as that sounds, it's just how it is.
No, I get that. I've
Yeah.
gotten like same feelings as
So
that.
no, Drew, I never came to you about it because it
Right.
didn't matter. I wasn't
Well,
mad at you. I was mad at me. What you said just happened to make me more mad at myself that I took it out on you, and it wasn't even your fault. Which again is why, like I said, I went to Chris in confidence, and then he didn't adhere to that, and that's very upsetting.
That's
That I
not
can trust him with. Oh, I need to tell you this, and I don't want to tell anybody else, and I don't want other people to know this. I just want to talk to you. Can you keep this between us? Now I know I can't do that with it.
well, I'm sorry that happened this way. I shouldn't have told you that he told me,
No,
because
it's not your fault. I appreciate you telling me that because
I
otherwise
appreciate
I'm
him
not
telling me
stuff.
about you.
And if I
he
told
did
him
the right
something else
thing.
that was even more deeply secret, that I really did need to like, hey, I really needed to say this just so I can get off my chest, but I don't want you to tell this person or anyone about this. I'm telling you this with the utmost confidence in you as my close friend. I expect you to keep that between you and me. If you don't, that's a quick way to go, well, I know I can't trust that person with anything anymore.
I mean, if you specifically called out to not tell me, then
I
that's
specifically
different.
said, I'm telling you this in confidence. I don't want you to just go and start
But
doing stuff on my behalf.
Regardless, Butch Hartman, what he was saying was people that criticize, not critique. Offering critique is different from being criticized. And I think Butch Hartman is absolutely correct.
No, he didn't say.
When it-
No, he said I look at people that critique as weak.
At critique or criticize?
Critique.
He specifically said critique.
That's what the quote says. Yes. I mean, I can listen to the video if you want me to.
No, so if he says criticize, critiquing and criticizing are two very different things.
Yeah, they're very different.
I can give you
Critiquing
guys a
is
tweet
offering
here.
criticism in regard to it promote
I
growth.
can't listen to it
Criticism-
because I'm streaming, so they would hear it.
Oh, that's. We'll fact check that and we'll bring it back.
Yeah, well,
next
because he's also done some other shitty things.
I mean, we've all done some shitty.
Well, I mean, apparently he scammed a whole bunch of people out of money by he wanted to make this streaming service for entertainment, and he didn't say a thing about it being like fairly religious.
What?
Yeah, let's see. It was recently found out that Butch's streaming service would have super religious themes and heavily promote Christianity. Many fans who thought that it was just going to be content like Faith Parents or Danny Phantom were not aware of this and funded the Kickstarter without that knowledge. People are accusing Butch of maliciously hiding that major part of his service to ensure a successful Kickstarter from a general fan base and not just the devout Christian demographic.
So now, in that regard, if that can be proven, that's false advertisement.
Yeah, that's super
Well, okay,
weird.
I'm gonna read through the Kickstarter. You guys go ahead and watch that video. I'll just I'm gonna see if I can. Let's just do this. Religious, no. Christian, no. What other word should I put into?
Well, then again, at the same time, if it was through Kickstarter specifically, I guess it would fall to if Kickstarter.
He advertised it as family friendly.
Yeah, I
That
don't know.
was the only advertisement.
Let's see.
But then again, like I said, it's with it being through Kickstarter, there's different stipulation there because it's crowdfunded. At that point.
OAX's Entertainment wants to become your choice for family-focused programming. We know it's not easy task. That's why we're asking you to help us get there. Our goal is to raise 200. I'm always bad with numbers. 250,000 for our first phase of startup costs. These include developing our streaming video platform, hiring creative staff and producers to create original content, and to acquire completed projects that fit our family-focused entertainment model. Now is your chance to be a part of something special. We've created tiers of rewards we think that you're going to love, so please support us financially and share this campaign with everyone you know. So yeah, I have not seen anything. Just family-friendly. That's all he wanted it to be.
I guess it comes down to whatever it falls under for Kickstarter terms of service at that point.
Yeah.
With it being
Well,
crowdfunded,
but
it
he
falls
should-
under weird jurisdiction, so it doesn't technically fall into where it would be quote-unquote false advertisement. As
True.
far as I'm aware, I can't claim to
But
be
that's
like
not the shittiest thing he did.
No, he's probably done other stupid shit.
No,
I've
I
seen
mean,
That's-
recently, a video of, I guess he calls it Talk Butch,
Pretty
which is like
bad.
his talk show. He joked around with Tara Strong, who is Timmy Turner's voice actress,
Yeah.
saying that her close friend, Mary Kay Bergman, who is the original voice actress for Timmy Turner in the very first episode, committed
Okay.
suicide because of her.
Really?
Yes.
What?
Yes. This is
It's a weird thing to bring up.
He
Okay.
joked around that the original voice actress committed suicide because of Tara Strong. He said this directly to Tara Strong.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
I feel like he's as socially awkward as Deimos.
He also thinks introverts are selfish.
Oh,
What?
yeah, I'm seeing a lot of parallels here.
So yeah, apparently, yeah, he's like downplaying. He's making fun of mental health issues. He's making jokes he should not.
Really, really poor taste jokes.
Oh yeah, Rich Chiga, welcome to this podcast. I don't know if you stayed. It's 9/11. He talked. Well, he wants us to talk about the Titans trailer. We will talk about that. Don't worry.
The what?
Ooh.
The
Ooh,
Titans
ooh.
trailer. They're making a live action version of Teen Titans,
Oh.
Oh.
and it's not good.
And it is not good.
Yeah, so basically, Butch Hartman is not. I don't know what. He's either really dumb or not a good person.
Like I said, I
Yeah,
think he
he's either
sounds
good
almost
or
as
not
socially
good.
awkward as Chris. Like he thinks he's making a joke that everyone's gonna think is funny, and then like is confused when everyone gets upset with him.
All right, so I guess we should just move on to the Titans trailer. So yeah,
Yeah.
Teen Titans. They're putting a live action version of it on CW. They made a trailer, and it does not look good.
Really? Like define not good. Like not good. Like
Well,
Dragon
you know,
Ball Z live
Starfire.
action.
Starfire is like this, you know, this cute outfit and all that. The outfit, you know, Starfire and like the Titans trailer looks like they just slapped a wig on a person and gave him like a hooker outfit.
Oh.
Bruce says, as an OG Teen Titan fans, I want to die. Let's see. Yeah, and then, apparently Robin murders
Well, then-
people in it.
What was Starfire's
Okay.
outfit in the animated series then? Because it's basically a hooker outfit. Like,
I mean,
you gotta
yeah.
give me context here, freelance. I don't know what I'm dealing with. Here.
Starfire just doesn't look that great. I'll get a picture as soon as I find one. But yeah, so, there it is. Also, Beast Boy isn't green.
What? Unacceptable.
0 of 10, literally unplayable.
This is
Oh, that's what you mean.
yeah. It's like she's literally dressed like a hooker.
Who's making this film?
It's not a film. It's a show.
Who's making this
That's
show?
a
CW.
show?
Oh, it's
Oh,
on
you're
the
talking
CW.
about
It doesn't matter.
this.
No one's gonna watch it.
Yeah, and then apparently Dick Grayson, who's Robin, murders people in it, and then at the end he goes like, "Fuck Batman." He's like, "Where's Batman?" He's like, "Fuck Batman."
He just says "fuck Batman."
He just says "fuck Batman."
Oh,
He
is
says
that
fuck.
why the title is Fuck Batman?
That's why the title's "Fuck Batman."
Okay. It makes sense now.
There we go. We figured it out.
Yeah,
Again.
I was confused.
But yeah, it just looks like a really cheap, shitty show that they're trying to make here.
You mean like everything on the CW?
Supernatural's pretty good.
Burn. Supernatural's. Yeah, Supernatural's good.
I thought Supernatural's on Netflix.
Is it on Netflix now?
I always thought it was.
No. Netflix never existed when it first came out.
Yeah.
Oh, I never watched it, so.
I would know. My sister's like a huge fan of it.
I
Um,
watched Supernatural until season 9.
Yeah, we stopped around the time it started getting an actual story.
Oh,
we
you
stopped
stopped
watching
around
it when
season
it started
3?
getting an actual
Well, no, we
story.
didn't. Actually, no, we actually kept watching until like season 9, I think. Then we stopped. We just stopped liking the fact that it was just one story and not like separate stories. It's the reason why we like X-Files is because, well, sure, they have that whole government conspiracy story. From time to time, they'll still do like a Monster of the Week, which is good.
Still waiting for my FBI agent to send me a free Xbone.
Yes, hopefully soon, man.
And then
Hopefully
replace it
soon.
with a PlayStation 4. to
Yeah.
sort that out.
Yeah. I remember I saw comments on the whole thing of like No Man's Sky next doing so well, and some people were like, "It's doing well because it's now on the Xbox One X, bitch." It's like,
Oh, yeah,
no.
No, it has
You
so
mean
much
all
room for
All
not
the
games.
people who don't own an Xbox One playing No Man's Sky on their PCs.
Right?
Can your Xbox One X even play No Man's Sky? Does it have that kind of power?
Right.
Oh wait, no. It's the most powerful console. It absolutely
This
can
baby
play
can fit so much fucking not games in it.
There's so much not games.
so much not games. What else can you put in it, freelance? Tell us more.
Not games.
Not
I
games.
don't-
Bad games.
Bad
Bad
and bad games. Wow,
I'm,
not
I'm
games
playing
and bad,
bad
games.
games.
Yeah, but we definitely, since Comic-Con happened, we do have a lot of like reboots or like new shows to talk about. So you want to talk about She-Ra?
She-Ra.
What is She-Ra, honestly? I
It
feel
was
like
apparently like a Hanna-Barbera show.
Well, I know that much.
Back
figured-
when,
I
like,
think,
yeah.
like around like the He-Man era.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I
Yeah, it
wasn't.
was
I wasn't.
female
I never
He-Man.
existed.
Or female He-Man.
She was just female He-Man.
I think it was,
Basically, I mean, I
wasn't it like a little
that's
girl who
how I
pretended to
look
be
at it.
a like what was it? I don't know. I don't know what the story She-Ra is.
I don't know.
People
If it's like if
probably
it's
get
literally just
mad
a
at me
female
if I
He-Man, I'd watch an
compare
extra
these
hour He-Man. Like,
And-
fuck it, yeah.
Honestly, yeah, but so they're remaking it with new like animation, like new looks, and people are shitting on it because apparently the main character looks less like a sexy woman, even though it's still a woman.
Yeah, there was someone that was like, all you have to do is change the hair and it's a boy.
It's like I can tell.
And then
I can tell it's a woman.
The people I follow on that are transgender, they were like, yes. Yes, she
I mean-
is trans.
I mean, no, she's not, because it still shows it shows parts of her in her other outfit, and she looks fairly womanly. It's
Well,
just
it's
in
still,
her.
I thought it was really funny.
No, yeah, no, it's. I don't mind it. I think the outfit looks. I think the outfit looks great,
Yeah, I think so too.
and I think the.
I,
And I
I
think
saw, I saw pictures of it and was like, oh, this looks like something I would watch.
Yeah, it would, and it looks
And
really
then all
cool.
of a sudden I started seeing you retweeting a bunch of shit about people shitting on it. I'm like, why would people want that when you could have this? This looks better.
And the thing is, at least it's not CalArts.
Yeah.
At least these people are doing something that isn't the norm. Like,
I mean, fucking whatever the hell. Steven
Hey, you
Universe,
leave my hot dog teeth alone.
I
you get your
will.
hot dog teeth and you take them back to whatever.
I'm going to
shithole
give
they-
Steven Universe and Gravity Falls like a pass because they were one of the first ones to do it.
Well, yeah, Gravity Falls definitely.
But like,
But no, I see what. Yeah, I know CalArts has taken over.
no, but it's just like I'm glad to see that it's not completely taken over, and people who want to reboot series don't just want to go for the cheap way.
Right.
You mean
So-
by having college interns make your show's animations? Ooh, got him. Got
ooh,
him.
got him! Ooh, got him!
Got
ooh,
him.
Ooh, ooh,
That's super hot fire tonight.
ooh, it's hot. Ha.
Spitting that hot.
Straight
fire.
Captain Magma over.
And see, I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch the new She-Ra, but I hope it's good because it actually looks pretty good.
I will say I would like to watch it. I'm probably not gonna watch it.
Yeah. And also speaking about people getting mad at reboots, there's gonna be a Buffy reboot.
Really?
What is Buffy?
That sounds
Buffy
like
the
a bad
Vampire Slayer. You
idea.
never heard of Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Yo,
Yeah, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Really? Oh,
I'm surprised.
I'm kind of. Yeah, that's what Sarah Michelle Gellar is known.
She
I
probably
don't even
doesn't.
know
He
who
probably
that
doesn't know who that is.
Yeah, right.
I don't know who that is. You're right.
Okay then.
She was in that one level of Call of Duty Zombies.
I didn't play Call of Duty. At all.
Okay. So we're basically batting 0 for nothing.
But no, it's funny because like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, it's getting a reboot. It's gonna have. I think they're gonna go for a black main character now. And you want to guess who's getting mad at it?
Oh my
Black
god,
people?
who's getting mad at it?
The left.
What?
Why?
Anita Sarkeesian, like all those people are getting mad at it.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like it's just making me go like, now you know how it feels, I guess. But like,
That doesn't make any sense.
I know one article was like, because we want black people to have their own stories. It's like, oh, we'll stop remaking characters as black people then.
Yeah, like you want to put your representation in, do it.
What I like about what like Spider-Man does is that they don't remake the character. It's just he's just a new generation of Spider-Man.
Other Peter Parker
Right.
guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Some man. Whoever the
yeah,
hell got bit by the spider this time?
that Spider's just getting around.
It really is.
Ugh. By the way, that new Spider-Man movie looks pretty good. Anyway,
Oh,
but yeah,
yeah.
it's like
looks good. Shazam looks good. And Aquaman is fucking hot. Let me tell you.
Shazam. Aquaman's awesome.
that
I have a lady-
that stock
I have a
photo
lady-
shark.
I have a lady where I work with. She's old enough to be my grandmother, and I'm friends with her on Facebook. And for like the last week, all she's been doing is reposting pictures of the guy who's playing as Aquaman. And I'm just like, this makes me question how I look at whatever I find attractive, and I don't mind that.
No, right? It's like this is redefining.
It's like my
the
Facebook is
attract-
flooded with the man I wish I could be.
I will say, yeah, the guy who's playing Aquaman, he is a good-looking man.
This is like,
He is a good-looking man.
Like
this,
I'm,
this is the man I want to look like.
like I'm gonna
I
say,
have no
I'm
problem
gonna
with that kind of inspiration all over my Facebook page.
like
It's
not,
better than all the fucking politics.
Like,
Let me tell you.
yeah, like not joking. Something. I am 100% straight, maybe 95% straight, but it's like
The 5% is true.
the other 5%. Yeah,
The
yeah,
other 5% is me.
yes, you're not
Yeah.
wrong.
Except,
But it's like, I see guys. I'm just like, that's a handsome guy. That's a good-looking guy. Like
Well,
of
yeah.
in the list of like characters I would want to fuck me. Leon S. Kennedy is somewhere at the top.
right?
at the
Yeah.
top. He's somewhere at the point of I don't think I need a drink to be okay with.
I want him
No,
to kick.
I
No,
just-
no, seriously. If Leon S. Kennedy came up to me and said he wanted to fuck me, I'm going like, dude, Let's do this.
Hey, right.
Alright.
It's like, all right, this is where I test. This
Mostly
is
because
where
he's
I
so
find
bad
out.
with women. Like, that dude needs to get laid sometime.
This
But
is
yeah.
where I find out if I'm gay or not, or at least have any inkling of it.
Yeah, it's like, the thing is, like, the whole thing with
Yeah, I would
Aquaman
too.
being, like, not making him white anymore, like, that's fine, because the guy who is him is, like, what is he? He's, like, a Hawaiian, or... I don't know, it's something that fits more with the kind of character that Aquaman
Whatever
is.
the hell is Atlantean a skin tone?
Yes.
Is Atlantean a skin tone?
But yeah, so this Buffy reboot,
Fair question.
I never watched the first,
I mean, Aquaman is Atlantean. I just assumed the guy they have playing him is probably Atlantean.
and yeah, so this Buffy reboot, I don't know, I never really watched the original Buffy.
I never heard.
I know my sister liked it.
I actually watched
12% straight, 88% ligma.
88% Ligma.
That's a good one, Bruce. That's a good one.
That's excellent.
I want to change my sexuality to Ligma.
Yeah, no, I identify as Sigandese.
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 Oh, really? What's Sigandese? My eyes just start to glow.
You just immediately start just like transcending mortality. Nuts.
We have fun here on We'll Figure It Out.
We have.
Fun of the dumb shit that happens on the internet.
Yeah, so I hope. I mean, I don't know what I hope for the Buffy reboot. I hope people enjoy it. I don't
Yeah.
like. It doesn't
I
seem like
hope
it's
so
gonna be
too.
doing anything cheap.
I saw the first 2 seasons of that show, and because that's what we do when I go over to Kelly's house. We just watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I mean it's that cheesy '90s horribleness, but it's actually really good. Like, I don't know, it's charming. The characters are relatable. They're really funny. They're well written.
It was just a good '90s show.
That's back. Yeah, it's back when Josh Whedon actually was relevant. It was cool,
And when Joss Whedon was actually relevant and not a piece of shit cheater.
and not a piece. Yeah, and not a piece of shit.
I don't get how people just forgave him so easily over that. Anyway, so let's see. Okay, so I've talked about Hellblade before. I talked about how great of a game Hellblade is. Apparently, it's getting a VR edition, and the only thing I can think of is why.
Because everything's got a VR.
And it's like
edition.
it's not like it's not
Skyrim
for.
has such a VR edition. It's got an Alexa edition.
Well, that's just a joke. A joke that they actually went through with.
It's a real game.
I know it's a.
Todd Howard never jokes about.
Listen, Liam.
Yeah, Todd
How
Howard
dare
never
you
jokes about
question the
Skyrim.
Lord of
Listen,
our Lord.
Liam of the Super Best Friends. He recently did a stream of him playing Skyrim Very Special Edition. But yeah,
I
no,
honestly might put it on Chris's Alexa, and while he's gone, sit in the living room and just do a let's play of Skyrim
but
on the Alexa.
so thing is, like, it's not a first-person view VR in Hellblade. It is still third-person. You're just able to look around, and it just makes me think, what's the point? Like,
Yeah, that
doesn't seem to be
sounds,
any other point. It just seems like a way to, I don't know.
Right? Yeah.
I don't really see the point, Morty. I don't really. I'm
Morty.
sure.
Morty, why are they making this VR edition?
It's kind of a waste of time, Morty. They could have just made a portal.
I don't think
We could have just gone to Hellblade's world. It'd be great, dude. Morty, like, why did they do this, Morty? Why
Yeah,
did
so I mean, like, hey, it's cool they're doing it, I guess, but like, it's if anyone thinking like, oh, it's because they're with Microsoft, no, you're not gonna be able to play on the Xbox One X.
Got him.
And you can't even play on the PS4.
More
It's
not
the game is so I mean, the game is so gorgeous looking that the VR edition can only really be played on a PC.
Wait, you mean I can't play it on the most powerful console in the universe?
Nope, we can play the original Hellblade without the VR.
Oh, wait. If my
Why would you do
PC
that?
is stronger than the most powerful console in the universe, is the Xbox still the most powerful console in the universe?
I guess the PC is.
What? No.
But the Xbox is the most powerful console in the universe.
I think you guys forget about the Neo Geo Pocket Color.
Oh, you're right. I totally forgot about that.
Neo Geo Pocket
A console so powerful it transcended all aspects of membrance in reality itself.
Or the 3PO.
It's
Or
like the
how
Neo-
about one of those 50 games in one consoles?
It's like, I mean, they have more games than the Xbox One X.
Oh,
Ooh.
damn.
Just call me Captain Magma, because not only am I a
We're-
pure reference man, I'm also getting that hot fire.
Freelance, we're gonna have to censor this episode.
I know, I know.
Yeah, I feel like I'm being a little racy tonight.
Yeah, so it's just okay. So a great story about video games came out recently. Do you guys know about the game Aliens: Colonial Marines?
Yes.
Wait, are you saying gaming journalism wasn't shitty?
Well, I'm not sure if I heard this from Two Best Friends podcast.
Did we just go pre-2014?
Yeah. Well, I think even
Like,
back
we
then it was
just
pretty
stepped
pretty
through
not good.
time.
It was
2014 was like the official
even back
death
then, it was
game.
pretty
Wow.
Bruce is like, you can only play Hellblade VR Edition on the Sega Genesis.
On the Sega. Well, good thing I still have one. I never was able to find someone to buy the damn.
Well, hey, you should get Aladdin.
I own Aladdin.
Apparently,
actually.
Aladdin's really good on the Sega Genesis.
It's
Hell yeah, it is.
apparently a lot better than it was on Windows 95. On Windows 95, it was fucking terrible.
Poor Windows
I should know
95.
I had it on 95.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor Windows 95.
But yeah, so Aliens: Colonial Marines. I'm guessing you guys both know about it.
I do know about it. I think I've played it once, but I do know about it for sure.
Is it like Aliens, like the movie Aliens?
Yeah, it's based on the movie,
Yes.
and it was made by Gearbox.
Well, if it was made by Gearbox, I can't imagine it could have been bad.
It was fucking horrible.
Really?
And that's
It was the
super
worst game
weird
of that
it
year.
was. Yeah, for some reason it was really bad, and I don't understand how it could have been.
Like not only that, but Randy Pitchford lied about certain things in the game, and genuine lies. Not like, oh, I hope this will be in the game. No, he just lied. And the trailer they showed lied. It doesn't look as good as it did now. One of the biggest things that it was criticized on was the AI. The aliens just would just run around and like not know what to do. And a person making a fan-made patch was able to fix it
Oh.
Really?
by deleting one letter.
What?
There was a
By deleting one letter.
One letter.
single line of mistext.
So apparently in the INI file, there's this thing called tether, and
Uh-huh.
it basically tells the enemies like where to go, where like this is where you go to run away, this is where you go to attack. This is like it would teach the aliens to like spread out and start attacking all that.
Oh, I get what you mean. I know.
When
I
the
know
person when they were making it, someone accidentally put in an A, so it was teether.
Oh my god.
No one in QA, no one in
checked the code.
no one checked it, and for fucking 4 years. Because I'm pretty sure it came out in 2014.
The code.
It came out in 2014, right?
That sounds too. That sounds too soon. I thought the game was older than that.
Let me see.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh,
that
2013. 2013.
They didn't
Oh, yeah,
actually
So for
check it.
5 fucking years, no one knew.
And they never thought to go.
And you know,
something's
there's
wrong.
usually
Probably
like what Two Best Friends say. There's usually some like post-release QA just to check. Okay, and we can patch this out. You know, make sure everything's in order. But they still didn't find it. And you
Yeah,
think
holy
this is something
shit.
you'd hire people to look for.
To do?
Yeah, like
yeah.
your coding team should have found that.
And
A long
no, just
time.
one person making a fan-made patch was like, oh, that's not right. Let me just delete that. Oh, the game is a little bit better now.
You know, the enemies actually have a proper AI because their coding is written properly.
I'm just thinking, how the fuck did you mistype?
Yeah.
Like TE, okay? How'd you go to A instead of H or instead of T and then H?
I've spelled
Yeah,
things
shouldn't it be
weirdly too,
tester?
but at the same time, how the hell did you mistype it and no one else caught that you spelled it
Like
wrong.
whenever I see someone make a ridiculous typo, I'm like, how did you even make this typo?
I spelled congratulations once with 22 letters and somehow fit Q in it. I don't know how to fucking spell.
Let's see, I can see that around the A. Q's right there.
There was a U after the Q.
Q. Well, okay. Well, U is near to T.
I still don't. It was like congratulations or something.
Well,
It was fucking
congratulations, person who fixed this. You made a game better.
Yeah, holy crap.
you made a game playable.
Like, how could you fuck up so badly? Gearbox did, and it's like,
Yeah,
and
that's so bad.
and Specs. I get you thinking that anything made by Gearbox could be good. Stop that, because they also made
I
Duke
also
Nukem Forever.
agree that.
I liked Duke Nukem Forever first of all.
Stop lying to yourself.
I never beat it, but I own the collector's edition for it.
You never beat it.
I haven't beat most of the games I own, honestly.
Yeah.
I didn't start actually finishing games until I started doing YouTube, honestly.
Borderlands is like the only actually like good game they've made.
They're the only game I know that I knew for sure that.
Battleborn, I heard, is actually pretty decent.
You mean
But-
the Overwatch clone?
What? No.
The literally reskinned Overwatch?
Yeah.
It's literally like, I still don't know how they didn't get sued for this Overwatch clone.
Well, like I started thinking, like maybe it's because there's usually always going to be characters like this, like characters with the chain or characters with, but then there's like,
No, it's literally.
but yeah, there's some characters that even like visually look similar.
Yeah, like nothing about this is remotely creatively unique and is literally carbon copy of another game that is
That wasn't
still better
even
than
out yet when Overwatch was out.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Paladins used to be good. What happened to it, Bruce? You guys know Paladins was
What
a
happened
free-to-play
to it?
Overwatch clone made by the
Yes.
guys who did what was it called?
No.
Smite. Smite? I think it was Smite. I don't know what happened to Paladins, but
Yeah, that's weird.
but yeah, so someone was able to fix the AI of Aliens Colonial Marines by deleting a letter.
By deleting a freaking letter. That's a good story.
That's a good story.
It's
Some
all-
might say the best story of 2018.
It's also
Some
being
might
a
say
coder
the
101.
best
Like, it's
story.
literally exactly what it means to be someone who writes code, because that's literally all it takes. There's
Yeah.
I saw a
Fine.
picture that was it was a bunch of hashtagged out text in C sharp, because instead of it being a backslash and it cuts it out, it's a pound sign that cuts it out in C sharp, and it was like 7 lines of text that said, this line of this text is still here and does nothing for the code, but it stays because whenever we delete it, the program crashes. So here it remains.
Hmm.
It's completely xed out. It doesn't get it's not part of the function at all. But when they remove it from the function breaks. So it's stayed in the function. It's just in the code of whatever this is.
That's weird.
That's
That is
coding.
weird.
Yeah, it's like that's why I look at like my roommates who are like it's computer science majors,
Oh, nice.
and I'm just like, see, this is why I chose writing. When I write, I know what I'm making.
Computer science major was cool. It just became so infuriating because it's all based on logic, yet you can't use logic.
Well, the thing for me is like when I write, I know what I'm making. When you code, anything
Yeah.
can fucking
Anything
happen.
is possible.
You are creating order amidst a literal set of chaos.
Yeah.
So there's no way to know for sure.
Okay, so speaking of chaos, let's talk about Anthem.
I don't even know anything about it. Is it still a game? I'm
It's
still
sti-
convinced this
still-
is actually a
is it
bi-monthly
still a
basket of
game?
fruit and snacks.
well, no, there's an article that came out that said like Anthem from an interview, Anthem underperforming won't be the end of BioWare, says an interview on DualShockers. Now, this interview was of a guy named.
Shocker's trying to assume that BioWare is still relevant.
Here's the thing. The interviewee was a guy named James Olin, who left BioWare.
Oh.
And
Probably
to add on to that, I have another article that says another dude left BioWare. One of the guys behind Baldur's Gate.
Oh, Baldur's Gate.
After
awesome.
22 years, he left.
He probably didn't retire. He probably straight up left, I'm guessing, since you're saying left.
Oh, no, wait. It was James Olin. Never mind. Sorry. Same guy.
Still James Olin.
Still James. Yeah, same guy.
So did he retire, or did he just go, I'm done?
I think I don't know. Hold on. Let me look. Why did he leave? During let's see. I've been a D&D fanatic since I was 10 years old, and I want to be a part of it again.
D&D's awesome.
So he's working on Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh.
That's amazing.
He loves Dungeons and Dragons. He's like, I'm gonna go work on Dungeons and Dragons. It's like, dude, that's great.
That's
like,
awesome.
How could you have such job security going like this thing I loved when I was a kid? I'm gonna work on it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go there.
Fucking great.
Do that.
Glad for him. He's not gonna be a part of probably the end of BioWare.
Right. Yeah.
Because no matter what anyone says, Anthem isn't gonna do well, and it's gonna be the end of BioWare. So Rainbow Six Siege has a problem with its moderation.
It does.
Yeah.
It's not sarcastic, by the way. I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you know what Rainbow Six Siege is?
I know a couple of my friends on Steam play it.
Let's see.
I don't know what it is.
They recently made an auto banning kind of program.
That never works out. Why would they do that?
And funny enough, the Kotaku article says like every game should copy Rainbow Six's new chat moderation.
That's a terrible idea. It never works.
So like people would get banned for saying things like nibba.
What?
Nibba.
What
no,
is that?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
And then
You are not stupid enough to not get that. I refuse to.
I refuse to believe you are stupid
you
enough.
do not understand what they're trying to say when they're.
I'm not sure. Is it nipple? Is that what you're talking about?
No, just replace the B's with G's.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay. Probably 10-year-olds again, isn't it?
But
They ruin
apparently it's a really bad system because if you were to type something to an enemy that like something like say don't be racist, you could get the enemy instantly kicked.
What?
Yeah, so that's the biggest problem with that.
That's the biggest problem. So,
It can't determine what is and isn't a bannable offense.
which is
wait,
why I
you're
think
You're saying a robot without intellect and any level of emotional state can't process.
which is why I never think auto banning's ever going to work. Just like get people to
It
report.
won't.
Trust people.
report
Trust that
right
people
here.
will report that shit. Like that's what Overwatch trusts its people with.
And
Yeah.
since what things they've implemented, Overwatch has gotten significantly better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Which is
an improvement.
surprising. It's no longer the most toxic community in the world.
Right, they're trusting the good people in their community to take care of telling them who the bad people in
bully
community
hunters.
are. So
The
like they're
bully hunters.
I think Overwatch is doing it right.
Well, yeah, I think you just trust in people to, like, don't trust robots. Never trust robots. Haven't you watched Terminator?
Just don't trust robots in general. Let's make that a
You
new.
can generally trust androids, but you can only trust androids as much as you can trust humans. Which
That's
is
why I
generally-
could. That's why I could never trust like things like. I don't think anyone would ever trust anything from Detroit Become Human. No one
not?
would want an android to be a cop because they could accidentally identify someone getting hit, someone accidentally running someone over with a car as a attempted murder and pull out their gun.
Yeah.
Some malfunction in their programming could accidentally get them to think that, hey, this person punching this other person for fun, that's attempted murder. Get the gun.
That's attempted murder. We're gonna kill you.
So wait, you mean like real police officers?
And that's why self-driving cars.
Oh,
And that's why
awesome.
I'm never trusting self-driving cars. Never.
You see, you know what you do to fix that?
Hmm.
You don't vote away police officer quotas.
Yeah.
Then you can hold them accountable for doing their job right.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, don't trust, like, even like if, because my the GPS on my phone, it's fucked with me. So like,
Drew knows how that feels.
Drew.
Yeah, I absolutely do know how that feels. Holy shit!
His
Like,
GPS is as directionally challenged as he is.
Well, it's like-
yeah, no, I agree. We were heading to TrotCon 2 years ago, or maybe it was just last year, and
No, it was the year
GPS
before because it
is-
was the year James was still with us.
Oh yeah, that's right. 2 years ago, and it actually said out loud, and I know this because we looped around 2 additional
'Cause
times.
it wasn't it me, you, and Aaron in the car, and me and
Yes.
Aaron were like, "Dude, stop following the phone. It's clearly wrong. You can't go. Like,
It
you
says-
gotta stop doing what you're doing. Like, what do you mean go left to stay right?
It said out loud, it said stay right to go left. Or stay left to go right, whichever.
I think it was stay left to go right, and
I think
it's
it
like,
was stay left to go right. Out loud, like the lady spoke words to me, and that is what they were.
and like freelance. It's even like both me and Aaron are there, and we even went, dude, it's not that you're directionally challenged. You're stupid.
Yeah, it's.
We went around the Columbus bypass 3 times before we finally said, screw it, take the left side.
Right.
And then if you go down the left side, it peels off into a fork, and one of them takes you north.
Right.
Well, like I've had points where just like I was trying to go to like a restaurant and I went past the part to get up there, and then my GPS was like 5 seconds later, oh yeah, you had to go up that ramp. My bad.
Yeah, I've heard of a couple that are like super delayed, and like it doesn't tell you to take your turn until you're like 3 streets away from your turn.
It's like, I put my trust in you.
You.
But did you push as far as you could go?
Don't
Because
lose
for all this,
your
there's only
way.
one thing you should know.
Are you starting to sing a song? Or are you?
Did you not catch that reference? Am I still being obscure reference man tonight?
Am I still?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Ah.
Let's see. So
That was in the end. At Lincoln Park. Come on, dude.
I don't listen to Linkin Park.
Fucking shit, Lord. What did you do? You give me shit for not watching obscure random daytime sitcom television and weird
I did not.
live action shows that weren't that good.
What'd I give you shit for? Wait,
Not
what?
knowing what the fuck Buffy the Vampire Slayer is.
That's not obscure. Everyone knew about it.
Yeah, that's not obscure at
Obscure to
all.
me, I've
You
never
even-
heard
Fuck you
of
for no. How could you call it obscure when you never even knew what certain games that were very popular were? Don't fucking do that.
Those
No.
games were for consoles I never owned.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer is not obscure.
It's not obscure.
Just, I'm not making fun of you for it. I'm just saying
I
it
am.
really isn't. It just, it legitimately is not.
It's not obscure.
I'm
It
like,
was
you
it was
keep
like
that- you
it was one of the most
keep
popular
that.
shows
I
of the
was
90s.
What a freelance for not listening to Linkin Park.
I mean, I listened to like some of their songs, like the Transformers song.
I don't even know what you mean by the
Linkin Park
Transformers
is
song.
pretty good.
The song they played in Transformers. Gone so far, lose it all.
What Transformers movie are you watching?
Yes. I only watched the first 2.
I didn't even go see the 4th one.
I didn't even know there was a 4th one.
I wasn't gonna see the 3rd one, and
You don't get a vote. You went and saw the Emoji movie.
dinosaur robot, and I was like, nah, I gotta go see this.
Yeah, they got you in with the dinosaur
I saw
robot.
the Emoji
Was it worth it?
movie.
Was it worth it? Was
So-
the dinosaur robot worth it? I'll take that as a no.
Unfortunately, no. I sighed and said no.
Uh,
Oh, I didn't hear the no. I just heard the sigh.
Yeah.
We just heard
Yeah.
the,
No, it wasn't.
"Huh."
Unfortunately. Yeah.
so, yeah.
I wanted it to be worth it.
Um, yeah. So, do you guys know about the game Star Citizen?
No.
Damn, what?
I think we talked a bit about it, Specs, when it was being talked about in the PC gaming show at E3. It was that game I said that's never gonna release.
You mean the one that like showed like a picture of space and then just showed a title and
Yeah.
then that was it?
Maybe it was called it's Star Citizen. It's a game that was like, I think it's still getting like backed, and it's like I forgot how much money it has right now. Let me check. But it's been backed for like years, and it still has like no progress made, or any progress seen made.
I didn't realize it was going on 1 o'clock. I have to go to bed soon.
All right, man.
Tomorrow.
We'll get done in a bit.
What?
Let's see.
Is that English?
We'll get the
I didn't.
we'll
I
get
didn't
done.
know
We'll
what
get done.
you
We'll get done in a bit.
Speaking of being Wakandan right now?
All right. So one source says that Star Citizen raised 35 million in 2017, and someone on Reddit is saying it has raised a total of 177 million.
I feel like this is gonna be the Titanic animated movie #3.
Oh my god!
But yeah, so you think maybe if you were like, oh, I don't think this game's ever gonna come out because it's probably not. I want to get a refund. You can't do that anymore.
Uh-oh.
They are no longer giving refunds,
Huh.
and people are angry, obviously.
That,
And I think like, okay, if a game is still, I understand if a game's out, you won't be able to get a refund. But if the game is still in progress, you should give those refunds.
yeah, definitely.
Because that's what Kickstarter allows. It's what Indiegogo allows. It's just like Star Citizen is just a big scam. It's never going to come out, and it's never going to be good. It's going to be such a disappointment when it comes out, if it does.
If it does.
If it comes out and can be a disappointment, it'll be a disappointment.
Yes, that's. I have some other stories. Like, let's see. I'll just go down the list, and if you guys want to talk about them, we'll talk about them. Let's
sure.
see. GOG forced to apologize for Postal 2 tweet.
Who's Geo?
What?
What Geo?
Go Games. They're kind of like Steam, but
Oh,
all
yeah,
of their
my-
games are DRM free.
Yeah, my buddy just told me about them. I was like, oh,
They-
that's kind of neat. I'll actually
No,
pick this up.
It's a good service. They were forced to apologize for a tweet of Postal because in Postal there is a gravestone that you can piss on that says "Game Journalism." Someday 2014.
Yes.
Oh, that's just funny.
Yeah, people
fucking
got mad at him because like, oh, you're supporting
What?
Gamergate.
Well, that's just funny.
No, we're pissing on Gamergate, actually.
No, they're pissing on games journalism.
Yeah, so Gamergate.
Yeah. It's just like people getting mad at some streamer because she has a Pepe the Frog mouse pad. Because they think, oh, it's because Pepe the Frog is a white supremacy symbol.
What the fuck is
That is a
going
thing.
on with the
It's a
world?
white supremacy symbol.
Yes. That it was
Well,
even talked about. It was actually talked about on like news. On the news, it was talked about.
What?
Hillary Clinton was even like, "This Pepe the Frog meme is bad," and
What?
I don't understand.
I feel like this is a liberal agenda to make it so we have to have licenses for memes.
you got a license for that meme.
Oh my god, the European Union. You're gonna license that meme?
You got a license for the license of that meme.
A license?
You got a license for that meme?
You got a license for asking for the license of that meme.
License.
Yeah. So
I'm
it's just a shitty situation. And recently
Yeah,
they
that's-
actually they unveiled a mascot for their Japanese sale, and people were like, "Oh, she's too busty when she has like C cups, dude."
Cultural appropriation. Japanese people can't have bigger than 8 cups. It's a It's actually how their culture works.
Yeah, but yeah. So that's just like people are getting mad at GOG for no apparent reason. The creators of Avatar, the ones who didn't make Korra, are making a new show called The Dragon Prince. Anyone?
What?
The guys who made the Avatar: Last Airbender.
Uh-huh.
They're making a new show called The Dragon Prince.
Called The Dragon what?
Prince.
Oh, the Dragon Prince. Oh.
Yeah, it's like
Well,
I mean I'm
that's
excited
good.
for it because I loved Avatar.
Yeah, it's amazing.
All right.
I don't know. Me and Zach watched the trailer. We were kind of confused. I was expecting to see dragons, and I didn't see any dragons.
Did you see any
We didn't
princes?
see dragons? That's
No, I saw a whole lot of female characters though.
Well, I'm
I
in.
didn't see any male characters.
Well, I'm in.
So I was kind of confused. I was like, "This is called the Dragon Prince."
What about the
But the
Alita?
trailer gave me neither dragons nor princes.
Nor princes.
How about the Alita trailer? I mean, I'm pretty sure when we had like, pretty sure we talked about the Alita trailer like back when the first one came out. Maybe not.
The what?
But anyway, Alita looks good. James Cameron's making a movie based on a manga called Battle Angel Alita.
That sounds cool.
And it looks cool, and I'm looking forward to it. People got mad at it because people got annoyed at it or like disgusted by it because the main character has like huge anime eyes, but it's like the main character in the manga has bigger eyes than anyone else,
Uh-huh.
and it doesn't look that bad. Anyway,
I feel like if you're not really careful with how that's done, it'll look really fucking.
it doesn't look stupid. They definitely did. They did well to make it not look stupid. And I
feel
think
like it
I
should
think they
look
made it
like
look better for the new trailer.
It should look like giant googly eyes on Moral Obligation. Then it would be hilarious.
Then yeah, I'd have more. I have a bigger obligation to watch that.
Right? I would pay money to go see that more than once in a movie theater on the same day, just to
Alright.
see giant googly eyes
Let's
running.
see. There's a story that apparently Valve is really shitty to work for.
What? That sucks.
Like someone who is an ex-Valve employee describes ruthless internal politics at self-organizing companies. He doesn't name the company in question, but it doesn't take any stretching to figure out who he's talking about in cases.
Commander format.
Let's see. What are you talking about?
Commander format.
Let's see. Once you modify a project, you're on the hook for anything until it ships. A team will hold your bonus hostage and claim your work broke something. It's basically company legalized extortion.
You mean like most companies?
So basically, it's shitty to work
Right,
for
like
Valve.
most companies.
The company was moving into a new field. They made the temp strategic hire, then fired her a year later with no warning after they had hired up her friends and their friends. Another type of temp strategic hire you can make is to recruit a well-known author, a famous dev, or a person with specialized skills like an economist, have them write gushingly about their amazing experiences at the company. Once you're done with them, quietly let them go. All legit self-organizing firms have to leak an official, unofficial company manual. It's got to be slickly made and fun to read. Developer marketing gurus create these productions to sway new recruits into the hiring funnel. Insiders laugh at these things.
Sounds like the memoirs of a former GameStop.
Well, I guess working at Valve is like working at GameStop.
Or it's a very, very well thought out.
Anyway, let's see. The owner of Amazon is a shitty person.
Yes, Jeff Bezos
That's
is
not. That's public knowledge. It's nothing.
Well, yeah, now people are actually doing something about it.
awful. That's good.
Oh, see, you didn't mention that part.
Well, I didn't know much about it.
What are they doing?
I didn't know much about it. Yeah,
I think
well,
I think they are
what are they doing?
genuinely boycotting Amazon.
Oh.
And people who are working at Amazon are like, yeah, I keep boycotting because that means we can do less work because they are making us work so much, and so it's kind of a. I've heard stories of like working at Amazon, and it doesn't sound like a fun time.
Yeah.
You're
it
just
doesn't-
packing boxes and throwing them down a conveyor belt.
Yeah, there's more to that. And there's a whole group called Amazon Fresh, and they're like fresh food delivery and all that. So yeah, Amazon does a lot more than just deliver packages.
Well, yeah, no, I sent Drew 2 cases of Dr.
Yeah.
Pepper, Dr. Coke or whatever. 1 a.m.
And let's see. Rugrats get revival, a live-action film.
What?
Which could be sweet.
I don't know.
Or not. It could be sweet or really not.
It could be sweet or really not. Like really gross not.
Because the whole thing
because
about like
babies.
the only thing I find weird about the live-action trailer with Rugrats is that they're gonna have to do ADR, and that's gonna look weird.
Yeah, that's.
You know, like it always does.
Yeah. So I'm probably not gonna watch that. But Rugrats was a part of my childhood.
Yeah, Rugrats was awesome. I don't know
We watch
about.
it burn down
whole
in
live
flames
action.
like the rest of it.
The
We don't
World
get
Series happened.
What's that?
The World Series.
What did it?
The major soccer game of the world. Zewarudo.
It's Naruto.
And France won.
Oh, okay.
Oh, France.
What did they
won.
win?
The World Series.
The world's. Yeah, I guess the.
What do they win out of it?
A trophy.
Oh,
And
okay.
bragging rights.
And serious bragging, right?
And probably lots of sponsors.
Oh.
Oh yeah, lots of sponsors.
Well, because like Gabby Douglas from the Olympics, she's on Wheaties, so
Dude,
yeah, people are basically just like maybe you should thank Africa because a lot of the team was black, even though a lot of them were born in France.
That's a racist
Black
thing
people
to
don't
say.
live in France. Clearly, freelance. You're wrong.
There are no black people in France. What are you guys talking about? Todd Howard says that. Let's see. Todd Howard, the God has spoken.
Oh,
The
our God has spoken.
the
Let us
God has
hear His
spoken.
words. Let us-
Another
let us pour out
another
as for us.
yeah, another third-party Fallout game less likely. Doubts Morrowind or Fallout 1 remasters will happen.
Okay, that's fair.
So that game we all liked, Fallout New Vegas, probably not going to happen again.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I guess
and-
contracts.
And God has spoken.
So,
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna guess
wish,
they couldn't get it. I guess I'm gonna guess there's probably not like a contract agreement or something that went through with Obsidian to keep them around.
Yeah.
They're probably not partnered with Bethesda anymore going forward.
I think they're partnered with Microsoft now.
Might be part of it.
Yeah. To actually make games.
Are you trying to say that our Lord and Savior does not make games? He makes masterpieces.
Master.
he does not make simple games.
You can't describe it as a simple word like masterpiece. It's much more than
He
that.
makes art.
He curates pieces that our mortal minds cannot even begin to fathom or comprehend.
I don't think Todd hates Obsidian for making a good game. I think Bethesda hates Obsidian for making a good game. Let's see. A lot of shows and Twin Peaks got shafted at the Emmys. If you guys don't know, Twin Peaks is they had a new season, and it was a really good season, and it didn't get any recognition at the Emmys, which is really sad.
Oh.
Anyway, guys, anyone who hasn't watched Twin Peaks, I would definitely suggest it. It's a really good show. I was gonna complain more about Detroit Become Human.
What's there to complain about?
Apparently, the cutting hair thing, wasn't a hologram. It's apparently a smart liquid.
A
So what the
smart
fuck was she cutting?
Liquid.
Yeah, a smart liquid that mimics human skin.
Okay.
So what the fuck was she cutting?
Right.
I feel like the more we play this game and realize that there's more things we can do, the first time over we went, oh, this actually seems actually good. They actually made something good, and now the more and more we play it, we're realizing, wow.
Like Boogie says it's good, and I'm just like, Boogie,
Wow.
please, no.
Boogie, stop! No.
Boogie likes it because of what the stories are and everything.
If Connor, another thing I said is, if Connor could search anything about a certain person, especially one who is with the service, then how come he couldn't search up Hank's son's name when asked?
Seems like a continuity error.
Also, this game does have the best excuse when it comes to plot holes. It's just in their
that?
programming.
Oh.
Like, oh, then why is the robot girl Coke? It's just in their programming.
See, that would be a viable answer if it wasn't for the fact that the game is literally about all of them going against the programming.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true.
What is a part of the programming?
Them going against their programming.
North is a robot slut. That's why she wants Marcus's dick.
Hey, it's a good thing this is all just a simulation.
Just like the simulation. No, that romance thing is so stupid because you can just like make her hate you, and all of a sudden you touch hands like, wow, we're lovers now.
Dude, that's how it works in real life.
I know, right?
Accurate representation.
How do you think I fell in love with Drew?
Yep.
Right?
That's
Just
exactly
touched his
how
hand.
It.
And last thing I have is that the
Whenever Drew puts his hands on his junk, Aaron waxes philosophical.
Yeah, that's true though.
The last one I have is a Visceral
Just like my
Games.
love
You guys know
for
Visceral Games got
freelance.
closed down by EA because I fucking hate EA. And the former Visceral creative director actually revealed that there were plans for Dead Space 4.
Not
And it
anymore.
just makes me sadder that EA is such a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I love that the EA memes have been revived, and you've got like Jeremy. I started laughing because Jeremy sent me a picture earlier.
Bruce,
And it-
don't fucking be a sarcastic piece of shit. EA is not the best.
It was,
like
it was a picture of Rick and Morty getting ice cream. It said ice cream $4.
Bruce, stop.
And
You
then-
don't love EA.
It was all like spazzed out and like edited for the second picture. It was the same picture, but like a couple frames forward in the scene, and it said ice cream, but the EA in ice cream was the EA logo, and then it was $79.
That's good. And that's all the stories I got.
Oh, okay. I think we got everything.
Yeah. No, Bruce, you don't love EA. Don't lie to yourself.
What does EA make that people love? They make a bunch of sports games that people buy. And then they
Okay. Well, I mean, they didn't make this, but they published A Way Out, and those indie games that they're publishing are also look pretty good, like Sea of Solitude. That's about it.
What's that?
That's about it.
Yeah, I don't think you saw Sea of Solitude because you weren't there at the EA conference. But I think I showed you guys the trailer.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah, it's one with like the girl,
Yeah.
the girl who's like turning into a monster, and she's like on a boat, and it's a sunken city.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The one good thing that came out of the EA conference.
Oh no, there's what was it called? The sequel to the Yarn game.
Which yard game?
Ooh, I love the yarn.
Yarn.
Yeah, you do, Joel.
It is. Let's see. God damn it! Why can't you just reveal to me the fucking name of the fucking game?
Why can't you reveal me the fucking name?
Yeah, there's just like Unravel,
Oh yeah, that the game that you showed us,
the cute game.
the cute game, yeah.
Yeah,
What
they
that-
they also
gosh.
published that.
Give. Oh.
Yeah.
Two somewhat decent potentially games does not overweigh. the
Obviously not.
countless
That's why I gave him
Yeah.
a fucking D minus
Barely even earned that.
because they didn't
D-minus.
even make those games.
Right.
And what they did to Command and Conquer is just fucking disgusting. They turned it into a mobile game.
Ugh. Oh god.
I'm just disgusted by EA. I hate them.
Wait, mobile game that is portable. No, when you realize mobile games have existed since the Game Boy came out.
That's right. It's gonna be on the Game Boy Color.
Game Boy Color.
They're bringing it back, boys.
Alright.
It would probably play more stable than most current cell phones, unfortunately.
You are not wrong.
I will be right back.
Well, we were about to finish up anyway.
Where's the lie?
I will say one thing I noticed when I was playing like Resident Evil games is just that I always have this feeling of I want to eventually come back and play this again, and it's only Resident Evil games. I don't know what it is about Resident Evil games that make me want to come back and play them again.
Sheer ridiculousness of how the characters act.
I think it might just have to do with like how well they just lay out the hidden items that you can pick up and find, and
It's,
just-
it's not the fact that that's not how people talk.
well, you talking about like the cop?
So a lot of the ways that there's certain like not so much the main characters, but how like side characters interact with you. Just like that's not how people talk.
It's very powerful, especially against living things. No, dude, the voice acting was the best part of the
It's
original game.
honestly like I was making that joke, but like all the stuff we were watching and doing around with freaking shit all over TrotCon, that was my favorite line from the fucking Detroit Become Human bingo card. It's not how people talk.
Oh, yeah, that. That's not how people talk. Do you see pictures of like Trump's star at the Walk of Fame getting destroyed, and people are just like overlaying it with Minecraft UIs and the Minecraft pickaxe.
Really?
Yeah.
It's funny.
Oh, you're playing through 4, Bruce. That's my favorite one. Resident Evil 4 is fucking amazing.
What are you buying?
What are you buying?
I'll buy it at a high price.
If only they brought him back. That would have made me so happy.
Is he not in the remake?
But no, of what?
Or didn't bring him back? What do you mean didn't bring him back?
The merchant.
Okay.
He's only in Resident Evil 4. That's it.
Yeah.
They aren't bringing him back for the. You mean the Resident Evil 2 remake? Why would he
No.
be there?
Oh fucking no.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, we're just about to finish up because we were just
10
talking about.
hours.
Yeah, I was like, did you end the stream when I said I had to go?
No, I would never do